The Event Omega podcast is recorded in front of a live streaming audience. It's time for enough talk, guys. Let's get started with the countdown.
5, 4.
We got a loaded show for y'all today.
2.
I cannot wait.
1.
It's Britney, bitch.
We got a loaded show, like I said before, and no matter what, I got a lot to say as well. And I'm here with Mr. Wing Zero. I'm here with Mr. Odin's son. I'm here with Mr. Curious Doom, and also the Red
Hello
Comet
there.
himself. We're gonna get started as far as I'm concerned. We got a lot to say, gentlemen. How was your weekend so far? Really?
Not too bad.
Exhausting weekend.
All right, who wants to go
Yeah.
first?
Actually, so far it's been pretty good. Got some new lights in my truck. There's a little something that happened. Actually, didn't happen on the weekend, but it
Okay.
happened.
Okay, go ahead.
And that was on Thursday, I believe. Tyler Perry called in at work.
Tyler Perry, don't get me started with the
shit.
Medea.
Tyler Perry.
Don't get me
So-
started with the Medea bullshit. All right.
So this guy, okay, I'll tell you a quick story real quick. He calls in. Usually it's his agent that calls and takes care of this. So he's training to be a pilot. He has like a massive, and I'm talking about a huge RC plane, like collection. It's an entire wing of like this mansion. It's just filled with RC planes.
Damn.
And
Well, that's you know what, and that's because he made his fortune off the back of ignorant black people. That's what he did on his stage play. No, I'm gonna tell it how it is. I'm gonna tell it exactly how it is.
man.
His stage play. I'm telling you, it
Yep.
catered to ignorant black people, and they went and saw this shit. That's how Medea got successful before he started doing all his movies. I'm just gonna tell it how
Yep.
it is. It's that simple.
I believe it, and it's funny because when I spoke with the guy, he seemed pretty cool. I mean, I wasn't all starstruck because I've only seen like one Medea movie.
Of
I
course
think
he's
that was
cool.
it.
He
It was the
got
first
money.
one.
He got money. Of course
So-
he's cool.
So
I've
I was
never
like,
seen
all right,
any
all right,
Medea
cool.
movies ever.
He
Don't watch
purchased
them.
he purchased one of our like really big, like our most expensive simulator we offer. And he was having issues with his rudder trim, all this other stuff. I helped him out. He was cool. I didn't even say like, oh, can you do a Medea? No, I didn't do any of that.
Please,
But
please
man,
don't.
my coworkers over the phone were like, is that actually Tyler Perry? Can you tell him to do Medea? I'm like, I'm not doing that. I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that.
You did right. You did right.
Anyways, honestly, he just seems like a really down to earth guy. And I had like maybe a 10, 15 minute
when he's
conversation with him.
not exploiting people, but okay.
Yeah, I was about to say from the interaction I had personally with him, he was okay.
Okay.
He was
Alright.
okay.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's all I got to say. Like that's separating, I guess, everything else from just business. I guess I don't know.
Okay.
But he seemed okay.
Anyone
But
else?
I'm not basing his entire character off of just that one interaction though. So
Got you.
yeah.
Anyone else?
I had an exhausting weekend. I was at my boy's arcade for ST barbecue.
All right. Shout
What
out to
is
Brooklyn
that?
Games. Shout out to Brooklyn Games.
hmm And also shout outs to Anthony Hicks for making the event. Can't
Okay.
wait for next year.
And you were playing ST, which is Super Street Fighter Turbo, right?
Yeah, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Yes.
Okay, there you go.
I was in 2 tournaments. It was just for fun, no prize involved. They did a 2v2. But I lost both tournaments because you had good players over there, and I mean the good players.
I'm starting, if I come there and bring my gal, it's gonna be a problem. I'm a problem in Super Street Fighter Turbo. Remember, I'm the one who originally challenged DSP to Super Street Fighter Turbo and said, "Yo, whoever between us two, if you want to go, one-on-one, the winner can keep their channel and the loser has to delete their channel." And he backed out.
Yep.
So I'm pretty good at Super Street Fighter Turbo.
Hey, Guile's a good character. He's one of my.
Weren't
he's one of
you
my
like
main-
rotating people out like over 100 matches?
Yeah, that was at Momocon. I went 128 and 0. And that was regular Street Fighter 2 though. So yeah. And people actually got mad at me. Not people there. They actually gave me an applause there, and it was actually a line that was there at one point. So it wasn't just rotating people. Newcomers just saw what I was doing, and we grew a line. That's why they took a picture of everything that was going on for Momocon. But I will say that when it comes to Super Street Fighter 2, like I said, I've won tournaments in it, so I don't have a problem, going and competing. It's been a while, don't get me wrong. I mean, these guys, they like I said, they play still. I haven't played it in a while, so you never know. They may wash me, but I'm pretty good at Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo when it comes to my confidence. So I mean, it's always there. So yeah.
I won't back down from a fight, but like I'm still trying to like get back into the game. It's
Who
been
who
so
you
long
who
since
you
I
using?
played.
Who you
I use
using?
T-Hawk.
T Hawk, man. Oh my God! Of course you use T Hawk. Okay.
T-Hawk.
Yeah.
You gotta have the representation.
Oh, here you go. Here you go. Anybody?
You have to, man.
Anybody else have a good weekend?
Yeah, I had a pretty good weekend. Monday, for Memorial Day, went down to Camp Mabry. Checked out the old military museum there.
Okay,
That was
and
pretty cool.
yeah, they had Superman there. What was up with that?
Oh, they had it was a specially made comic that was sanctioned by the United States and NATO, and essentially what it was basically to educate Bosnian kids to identify and be aware of landmines.
Yep.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
That sounds pretty cool, actually.
Well,
Yeah,
And
it was really weird.
I had no idea that comic existed. Comet over here was the one that saw it, and he's like, "Check
Okay.
this out," and I was like, "Superman?" I was like, "Wait a minute."
And it looked
And then
like it was in Russian language too in the front, and I was like, "What the
Yeah, it
fuck
was.
is this?"
Okay.
Yeah.
I
So-
think somebody has a birthday today in the chat. I think Madman's birthday is today.
Today,
Is it today?
we got a birthday. Hold on, we got a birthday.
Is it today?
For his birthday.
That's right. Got a birthday. So yeah, there you go, Madman. Happy birthday. Was it Odin's son? You got something?
I guess my
His
suffering.
birthday's Thursday, but
Yeah, but
happy
we
early birthday.
celebrating it today, damn it. Okay. No, go ahead, Odin's son.
It hasn't been too good, I guess, but I'm not gonna get into the stress level. But fucking hearing fucking frogs every fucking 5 minutes fucking having sex is annoying shit in the world.
Okay.
Just saying, it's been alright, I guess. Watching some anime, catching up on a few things just to keep the mind out the gutter. But doing
Wow.
that, and I actually did do a lot more work than I usually would just to get my health back to normal because the volume scared. So it's been doing a lot of working, and it's been good. So I've been working, I think, about 5 miles this week. So I'm
Boy,
going to do a
mate.
lot more next week.
It's good, man.
Good deal.
It's good. It's good.
Gotta do a lot more. God damn it.
Okay. Well, let me say before I
Get them
get
steps
started.
in.
Oh, really? Okay.
Mhm.
Well, I'm letting you know. Where's my gun? I got something to say. All right.
All right,
My
here we
weekend
go.
was good, but I got something to say. My fucking gun. Let's talk about this. I'm putting on my FGC hat real quick. I gotta talk about this now. Infiltration. For those who do not know what's going on, infiltration dropped the M bomb on the street. Okay. And then, yeah, and Capcom, fucking Capcom, but Capcom did right. Because of that, they banned infiltration. Okay? They banned it. And infiltration.
As they should.
Yeah, as they should.
Mhm.
Infiltration got to the point where he threatened legal, legal measures. That's what he did. Because yeah.
All right.
How dare you ban me? I'm suing you in court.
That's very interesting.
And the
All
chat
right.
is already saying, for those who don't know, infiltration, he's a wife beater. He's beating his wife.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that's been proven.
Yeah.
Definitely a fucking man who beats a fucking woman, you fucking pussy.
Yeah, well, no, don't get started because I got some shit to say. infiltration. I need to know. He's trying to say, oh, well, you know, I didn't mean to offend anyone. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. You know by now, you are a grown ass man. You are in a very diverse community. And you got the nerve to act like you didn't know any better to drop the M-bomb? Infiltration, not fucking done. Let me tell you something also again, all right? Afterwards, he tried to say, well, these black people, they dropped the M-bomb. Is it okay for them?
Black people.
Yes. Is it okay for them and not for me? Are you fucking serious?
That's fucking.
I mean,
He tried to drag people down with him. Not that they said, tried to drag other black people down with him. Why is it okay for them to say it, but not for me? I'm not trying to hear that shit. Now, y'all should know by now that I don't say, I've never said the M word on here unless you pull it the fuck out of me. That means you really did some heinous shit to make me pull it the fuck out. Okay? Now,
I really like the word heinous.
Yeah, now since the fuck infiltration was to act like a nigga, let me tell you something real fucking quick, all right? Everyone wants to be the nigga until it's time to be the nigga. It's that simple.
That's very true.
There you go, folks.
Okay.
There we go.
It's amazing.
About to bring it out of them.
It's amazing how these people fucking act. And in FGC, they should know, but infiltration still has fans. Oh, it's unfair that he got banned because of it. No, the fuck it's not. No,
he
it's
can
not.
say, you know, honestly, this guy's
Fuck
a
that guy.
quote unquote professional, right? So
Yeah.
you know what? Shit like that, you say at home. If you want to say it at home when no cameras off record, whatever. Do whatever the fuck you want off record, as long as it, you know what I'm saying. But keep that shit to yourself, man.
Yeah, no
especially
kidding,
when
dude.
you got a public image. I mean,
He is not the first.
Especially if you're a public image. Yeah,
He is not the first who is not black to say that shit in the FGC and got banned. Did you not realize what the fuck you were doing after all? We've had too many examples of it happening. There are people that are not black, and you got the nerve to add to it and then act like, oh, well, I didn't know what I was doing. And he said, and I quote, if I hurt people with that, I have to be a better person. Well, it's too fucking late for that. Again, you are a grown-ass man who needs to face consequences. You knew what you were fucking doing. I don't want to fucking hear it.
All right, man. There's no Doctor Strange with the time stone to come fix that shit.
I don't want to hear how good of a player he is. I don't care how good of a player he is. Y'all have to start separating reality and this button pushing shit and online personas. Don't give me that shit. And it's just ridiculous that we have to sit here and talk about this again and time again.
These fucking morons need to understand that there is a difference between your personal life and your business. You should not be fucking with your business with your personal life and your personal life with your business.
Exactly.
If you want to say stupid shit, say it behind closed doors with your friends. Like, oh, her, then you're dirty child support. In a joking fashion.
Yeah.
Like I said,
keep that shit at home.
Yeah, and like I said, this is not his first offense. All right, he got in trouble for beating his wife, and that was, like I said before, that was proven. And yet he was given a second chance. So how many chances do you get, especially in the FGC? All right, when you say, okay, enough is enough.
Apparently, many. Apparently, he gets a lot of chances in the FGC.
You're talking about
so do other people.
So wait, so now I have to ask though. So since he got a second chance for beating his wife, I mean, are we condoning wife beating now? Is this the fucking NFL? Is that where we're at now?
Yeah.
You know, you got to keep the fighting into the fighting games. You know, I mean, that sucks, man.
We're talking about the same FGC that allows people to get run over and then saying that's okay. The same FGC that sexually assaults people, rape, racial abuse, etc. You can't just this one bit is like the smallest fucking grain of fucking shit that people will accept because this is how stupid, mind-boggling people are going to do because they're fucking dumb, deluded people. They don't know common sense.
I just don't understand the audacity of him sitting here and trying to drag other players down, and then on top of it, threaten legal action. You gotta be kidding me. You're not going to
Well,
win
yeah,
against fucking Capcom.
That's
What's
gonna
wrong
work
with
real
you?
well.
That's not gonna. That's not how it works.
It's time to fill out that application. I don't care if it's for McDonald's, UPS is hiring, Amazon is hiring. For real. I don't care. Like I said, the real world does not care if you're good at video games. It's that simple. The real world does not care. And the real world, if you go and try and fill out an application and they ask you, what is your work history? And you say esports, they're going to look at you like you're fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Life goes on.
But you know what? I gotta give it to props for Capcom for
for
busting
banning
his ass.
Yeah, for banning them. Yeah, I agree. It's not unfair. You're a grown man. Take your lickings. It's that simple.
Yep.
Consequences.
It's not a limited ban, is it? It's a perma ban, right?
Yeah. Take it on the fucking chin like a man. It's that simple.
Good.
Somebody said in the chat, "Is he the Chris Brown of the FGC?"
Wow, that's damn.
Yes, I think you're gonna have to.
It's just
Oh.
look, the chat is saying real quick. And yet the Smash community let in someone who was flirting with a minor. Again, I want to say that again. The Smash community has issues as well. Don't think, and here you have to understand. I lump in.
The Smash community has a lot of issues.
They have a lot of issues.
Yeah, they do.
And it's ridiculous that they sit here and they do that all the time. They let these people back in when they shouldn't let these people back in. You should know by now at these tournaments, there are minors there. You have to keep them protected.
Yeah.
Since we're talking about fucking protection, FGC or Smash players, let me ask you something, all right? Not too long ago, there was a shooting at the Madden tournament, right? That was what, a year or so ago?
Yeah, there was.
And FGC players were saying that they feared for their life at tournaments and that they were going to beef up security. It's amazing how that all went away.
Yeah.
It went away. You have to be kidding me that we're just going to throw it on the side and say, well, I guess we don't need security anymore. I see it at conventions. I see it at locals. All right. Because they talk about this shit on the internet. You don't have to go to the locals or go to these places, especially like Combo Breaker and whatever, and and CEO and all these places. We've seen it time and time again. CEO has tons of problems where people steal shit. They've taken chairs and couches and pissed all over them and carrying on. They've done so much. Where is your extra security to make sure that this doesn't happen? If you can't stop,
also people getting their cars broken into at Evo in Vegas.
Yeah, if you can't secure, well, that's different. That's outside. I mean, it's a little different. But if you can't stop people from pissing all over your seats, what happens if a shooter comes in?
Yep.
Well,
you can't stop simple problems.
There was actually a situation a few years back at Con where for JDF where a guy tried to kill him inside.
That's right. I remember that. And the guy charged the stage, right?
Yeah. So if we're talking about security, like even if you have basic security, they need to do a lot more than just going, well, you're wearing a fake sword or you got something like that. We'll let you in.
Now, all this shit that I'm saying, they gonna hate. All this shit I'm saying, they gonna hate. Whether it's facts or not, they gonna hate simply because of who I am. They gonna hate. So I put it like this: fuck you for the fact that you sat here for years and years and years. I have told them exactly how this is gonna go down. For years and years and years, I have told them exactly what to look out for. For years and years and years, I have told them how to rectify the situation. And yet, all was met with was hate and sitting here and disrespect. Let it fucking burn. Let it burn.
Let it burn.
I'm just saying.
Let it burn, man.
I'm just saying it's real out of pocket. It really is.
I'll say this: I miss this passion from you, man.
You know what? A lot of people said that. Was it on Twitter after I went after infiltration?
I was like, I miss this passion from you.
they said that shit was an infiltration. It was like, bring it back. And here's my answer to it. All right, because we do this for fun. Here's my answer. I can only do it for so long. And people give me the same fucking rhetoric and give me the same answers every time. They do not learn from the situation at all. And for me, it became such a frustrating thing where I just stopped. After I did that one video on the FGC and absolutely buried them with facts.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
When it
you
came
did.
to pedophilia, I was done with them. I was done.
Hmm. Again, how long are you gonna keep doing the same thing? Because the only
Yeah.
thing you're just doing is speaking to the choir. You ain't really gonna get anything changes. You as an individual should be demanding more from your conventions to do more to protect you.
And when
It's
I called
not.
out popular streamers and popular video makers and popular FGC guys to be leaders, they all went away. All of them. They were quiet. Even the tournament organizers were quiet. When that pedophile shit went on, and they said, when Mike Watson said, oh, just get this straight. When it came to Mr. Wizard and had all those, he said, the people that were close to him knew about it. And people who, so I'm thinking to myself, people who were at Evo who knew about him, people who hung with him knew about him.
Yep.
People like, you
Mhm.
can't tell me that this shit ain't going on. And to this day, they still have not called those other names and put them on the burner. Still haven't.
No, they didn't, because you know what they did? Because they knew that they were linked to that shit. So of course they would exit out the gift shop and put their heads down and duck out.
And then waited for, you say, and then made him fall on his sword on his own. While they went away, while they went and and they still kept going with their own tournaments and everything, and still got praised, even though they know how guilty they fucking are.
And then after that tried to deny everything that they could.
Yeah. Or they were just quiet. Some of them wanted to quit, and they chose not to. It was just a knee-jerk reaction. Jabali.
Again, this is where
I was about to say, really.
I don't give a fuck. I do not give a fuck. All right?
I kind of have to call this out because I'm sick of this short mindset mentality. We should be fucking doing it for long term. Going, look, you did this fucking shit. You who covered this shit up. You need to go.
Yep.
Like even if we're looking at the Maxwell situation, we know that there's people in that book. We demand that they get shown up. Like everyone who were involved in these situations should be grounded, grabbed, and done. There shouldn't be fucking any more excuses of, oh well, we can't do nothing about it. Yeah, you fucking can. It's called don't give you that money. Walk away. Get away from those kind of people. Go and do your own thing. Go and do your own convention or something. Like do it locals. Like back in the day, we used to fucking do in the arcades. You can do that shit. It's easy to do, especially with the online aspect
They
you can
said,
do today. You can just do it there.
they want to pull it out of me every fucking time. Every time. And even though I said I'm done with them, here we go again.
Yeah. God damn it.
I'm done. I'm
But that
done
was
with my talk, man. No, I'm done with my fucking talk with the FGC. I told you I'm gonna put my hat on real quick. Now I'm gonna take it off. We still got sports to go to. We still got sports.
Warts.
Let's get started on our first poll of the fucking day. For those who do not know, Jake Atlas. Jake Atlas was arrested, wrestler, mind you. Jake Atlas was arrested on May 23rd and charged with domestic assault on his partner of several years. Since we talking about beating the shit out of people and beating their wives and carrying on, we might as well talk about it, all right? He was released from jail the same day he was arrested and set to appear before Orange County, Florida on June 28th. Gentlemen, I have to ask you, do you feel he deserves another chance at wrestling?
No.
No.
If the only thing I would say, I'd rather see innocent until proved guilty, but at the same fucking time, the allegations of this is unacceptable, and you should be tried and shouldn't be allowed to wrestle until if you've been proven innocent. So no, you shouldn't be allowed to. But then again, we have the same double standards though with what's his name, who was Randy Orton's partner. You know, there's allegations. The same thing should be applied to him as well.
Matt Riddle? Is that you talking
Yeah.
about? Okay.
Because there was something I heard something recently. He got divorced from his wife, and she was his ex-wife, and she was saying the same thing. So I don't know if that would apply to him. Again, I'd
Yeah.
rather see this, be fucking sorted. Because again, we can't all win beating in wrestling.
All right. Well, our poll was it the audience said 24% said that he should get a second chance. All right.
No.
76% said no. He doesn't deserve a second chance.
Okay. That's
Oh, then.
wow. I guess these guys want some ATM back in WWE.
Well, Del Rio? I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Well, we have
So
more
everybody,
news.
so pretty much that result is pretty much everybody's 50-50.
No,
Well,
it's
the
not
25%
50. It's not 50-50. It's 24% said it and 76% said that's not a 50-50. It's not. Are you
Well, I
okay
think
today? Are you okay before we get started? I'm just wondering.
Like,
I'm
you
fine.
been drinking? Been drinking, bro?
I've been drinking. I don't know about the rest of you.
I was waiting for that. I was really waiting for him to be like, I've been drinking.
No, I'm alright. I'm just kind of exhausted from fucking doing back-to-back tournaments, but I'm still alive.
Okay.
Okay, what were you? Okay, but let me ask the real question here. What were you barbecuing?
Oh, we had ribs, jerk chicken, burgers, steak, hot dogs,
Okay,
and
The
people
ribs,
brought
yeah.
in
It was
people brought in guacamole, pico de gallo.
it was a legit barbecue. Well, like
Yeah,
that.
Go
we
dig
had
that.
all the good shit pretty much.
That's good. All right. Let's move on to our next topic. All right. Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
Jeff Hardy
Oh yeah.
was injured during the Darby Allin match for taking the high spot off of the
Yep.
top rope onto tables. Gentlemen,
Mhm.
is it time for Jeff Hardy, since he's older, to stop doing these extreme spots?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
My end, I'm 50-50 with this one. 50-50.
Undertaker, for some reason, like he's the outlier as far as he can be old as shit and still wrestle, but still, like I'm just saying, like if the man wants to at least live, I'd recommend against it. I don't know.
You're doing these spots, and you know that your life expectancy is going to be even lowered, and you're not going to be able to do things that you want to do with your children. So, again, you've got to be extremely careful with doing these crazy spots. And I'm hugely against them because, again, people can die from these. We've seen even recently with AEW, the AEW World Champion is injured, and so is the TNT Champion. So
Well,
again,
CM Punk is injured.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, it seems like the audience is split on this one. The chat is saying he should retire, and others are just saying he should cut down on the spots, and he can still wrestle.
He doesn't have to technically retire if he's not severely injured to the point where it's going to be a problem. You can, again, look at Shawn Michaels. He had a back injury, and he's barely did any bumps until he decided, I had enough.
Well, the chat is saying Jeff even admitted that he doesn't remember the first half of the match.
Okay,
that's a concussion right there.
Yeah, it's time for him to retire then, because I can remember when he was doing the RVD feud with Jeff back in the day. Like some of those shit now, is fucking nuts. Like he was doing stuff for no fucking reason.
Well, he's doing it just to entertain. He think that's what the crowd will like, and I think if you get to a point where you've wrestled so much, so long, you're trying to constantly. How can I put this? As a performer, you're constantly trying to find that next one up when it comes to for that next experience for the crowd.
See, that's where I have a problem with. Like, I'm sick of fans always wanting more from something. Because again, what do you want? You want to die a dude die in the ring because a fucking spot went wrong? Like, what's next? You want someone to die in the ring? Like, come on.
Well, yeah. Also, I mean, like, wasn't it also like I don't know if it was mentioned or not, but like, wasn't Triple H like wasn't he hurt in the middle of a ring? You know, from getting hit by that hammer in the knee.
No, he didn't get hit by a hammer.
injured,
He tore a muscle in his leg or something during the
His
match.
quad.
Yeah, his quad.
Yeah,
There you go.
Is that what it was? Because I could have swore I thought it was an accidental like hammer hit, and they accidentally hit his knee too hard, and he had to get surgery done.
He caught a quad.
I think he hit a spot wrong to Benoit maybe because it was Jericho Benoit against Benoit.
Well,
against Austin and Triple H. I think
we didn't make it an episode without him.
Because I remember it was a sledgehammer or something like that.
Yeah, I can remember if there's a man he broke 2 of his quads just by fucking walking in the ring. So
Well,
it can happen.
Well, the chat is saying it reminds them of when Matt took a bump with Sammy 2 years ago with the back of his head hitting the concrete.
Yeah.
I'll one up you on that one. When Sammy jumped off of the ladder and tried to, what was that, a 450 or what it was?
Yeah.
And Scorpio was the Scorpio Sky tried to catch him, and Sammy almost broke his fucking neck that match.
Yeah. This is why I want Sammy and Darby to go, look, we need to have a word with you both. Can you kind of stop it? Just stop.
You can only, like I say, you don't have to always try to cater to the crowd with something different. And
you can do spots, just make them meaningful. Just don't do stupid shit. Like you can do a Spanish fly off top of the ladder if you do it correctly. Like there's certain spots you really can't do, like the spear from Jeff when he fucking fell onto the scene on the top. That shit was dumb as shit. I'm not gonna lie, I did not like that shit because it's fucking dangerous.
Okay.
The most dangerous thing I saw was somebody, and I think in AW, somebody did a Canadian destroyer off a fucking ladder.
A Canadian destroyer?
Yes.
Yeah. It's a form of
what
a pile.
What is a Canadian destroyer?
It's a form of a pile driver. It's pretty much a flipping pile driver.
Yeah.
Wow, man. I thought it was like. It sounds extreme.
It is extreme.
Canadian destroyer.
Yeah.
Imagine if that wrestler was a Canadian. He would be fucked up.
He was a Canadian. Was Petey Williams Canadian? Yeah, he started. Yeah. He made the move up.
He was from Canada, but went to Michigan.
Okay.
I think Detroit.
All right.
Well, Detroit. Did he switch to Detroit Smash?
Oh yeah, didn't you also mention a spot where some guy had a fucking fire on his fucking foot and he fucked up? He fucking got burnt.
I don't know.
Like he did it.
Like a hot foot, like a cartoon.
No, it was at a wrestling show. The guy had fire and he put. There was no extinguishers in the show. And
He set himself on fire and he couldn't get the fire out. Yeah, he couldn't get the fire out.
Man.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Christ, like,
that's awesome.
That's awesome.
I mean, God, what a story to tell.
Yeah, I can put myself on a fucking wrestling show.
Yeah, I agree. I
I
agree with the chat about Darby Allin. He can do some ECW shit, man.
He's
one of my favorite high flyers.
Well, Darby needs to take it easy too. I mean, he does some extreme shit for a person, and I mean, he's. What?
Didn't he land like awkwardly on the top of the chair as well? And it was like on top of it, and it looked like his back was fucking broken.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
He landed fucking awkwardly as well. Like, stop it, guys. Stop it.
All right. Well, let's move on. And this is an update. We talked about this before on the pod. Okay, about Kurt Zuma. Now, we talked about this. It was actually a poll back in the day when we talked about it. Kurt Zuma had animal cruelty charges. Well, now he's arrived. At court to face those charges for animal welfare cruelty offenses.
The update was that he was charged with 100 hours community service and banned for 5 years for having cats.
Okay, so he abused the cat.
Fighting?
No, he abused the cat. He abused the cat on camera, and people had a serious problem with it. So 100 hours of community service and 5 years without owning a cat. So yeah.
What the hell?
Yes.
Yeah.
He beat his cat?
Pretty much.
Drop kicked it in the kitchen.
Damn.
Why?
The fuck?
Because reasons. That's why. Because no reason, really.
I mean, my cat's done some dumb shit, but I've never thought about drop kicking her. God damn.
Yo, the chat's going crazy.
The chat is saying he abused he abused pussy. Well, let's move on.
So basically, they pretty much gave him a slap on the hand.
Yeah.
With some community service.
Yeah.
I guarantee
not being able to own a fucking cat for 5 years. Really?
Yeah. Well, if I did that, I'd be sent to jail for 10 years probably.
Using a poor.
You know what? In that case, where the fuck is PETA? Why aren't they picketing out in front of his house?
Exactly, with their pitchforks and torches.
I mean, that's a
do
legitimate question.
It is.
I don't know. I think I understand some people's anger about it, but I don't think throwing a brick at a person would be a good idea.
Yeah, the chat wants to throw bricks. So yeah.
Oh god.
Well, let's move on because we have some. I don't know if this is depressing news. It may be for Mr. Odinson here. It may be, but Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, and Manchester United all have American owners.
So there's top.
Did you just say liver? Did you just
And
say
then they're
liver?
gonna rename the entire sport to soccer. Officially.
Oh.
Wait, but Event,
Nope.
did you just say Liverpool?
Yes, Liverpool.
Yeah.
So is Ryland Regal part of that team? He's the
Stop!
coach?
Stop it! Stop it!
No, that's just the area they live in.
Combat club, son.
No, this is not. You're not bringing. He's from. Oh my god!
He's from fucking Blackpool, you racist. Not from Liverpool.
He called you a racist.
Blackpool.
Wow.
Shut up, you soccer fan.
Oh my
Shut
god!
up, you fucking New York pussy.
Fuck, man, you just really want to stir the pot today, huh?
Yeah, I know, doesn't he? I'm not even giving him gunshots. I just let it go. I just let it go. Let me go.
From a place called New Jersey, where all a bunch of pussies live. That's why
Jersey? I don't live in New Jersey, motherfucker.
Well,
to
to be fair, North Jersey is all New York. To be fair.
Oh yeah. The proper New York. Oh.
The proper.
Oh,
All right,
wow.
let's move on. And this is an update as well. We talked about this not too long ago about trans women in sports. Well, there is an update, okay? Former University of Pennsylvania swimmer Leah Thomas responds to critics. Trans women competing in women's sports does not threaten women's sports. There's more. All right? They say, and I quote, "The biggest misconception, I think, is the reason I transitioned. People will say she just transitioned so she could have an advantage, so she could win."
Yes.
And she says I transitioned to be happy, to be true to myself.
Sure.
Well,
I mean, if you want to be happy, if you win, yeah, you're gonna be happy. So why wouldn't you? I mean, I guess, yeah, you kind of incriminated yourself. I mean, I'd be happy too if I was winning because I had an advantage. So, I'm just saying. I mean, it sounds like he incriminated himself right there.
Yep.
He said he. Oh man.
Look, okay, here's some ugly truths, man.
Here we go.
This is gonna sound really fucked up. All right.
Okay,
So,
well, you're giving us the warning. Go ahead.
It's gonna sound really fucked up, but at the end of the day, when you're buried, your parents are gonna use a birth name.
Okay, that wasn't too bad.
No, but I'm just saying.
I get to the point where you're saying buried. I get
Yes.
it. I get that.
And I'm saying, if anything happens, that's what's gonna happen. What is going on your tombstone? What is going?
They said we're going to be canceled. Damn it! Here you go.
I'm just saying.
Well, that is an interesting.
I'll see myself out. No,
I'll see myself out.
All the while, the Mr. Rogers meme pulling the clown mask down.
Well, let's move on. The EPCR confirms that South African teams to join the Champions Cup for rugby.
Oh,
yeah. So
now let's mix it up.
Apparently, this is according to my coworker who is from South Africa. He's a big rugby fan. He's a fan of the Cape Town Stormers, and he said that apparently what he told me is that they used to be part of, I guess, the tournament that was on the side with like Australia's side and all that stuff.
Which is a tough
I guess they weren't
tournament.
weren't doing so good. So they ended up pulling out of that side of the tournament and then moved over and happily welcomed by the European Cup.
Yeah.
And now apparently, like, I mean, they are like all the South African teams that are now competing in that cup are they are winning like gangbusters. Like they are doing really well.
Goddamn.
And right now, supposedly, I think it was either yesterday they were supposed to have a game to find out who's going into the finals.
Oh.
Yeah, like I'm always going to say like any company, like any country, like should be welcome to any kind of game anyway. So it's a good bonus because well, to be honest, it goes into a rant with fucking football, and I don't like the fact that we're putting all African teams in the World Cup against each other instead of making it balanced,
I
so
see where this
everyone
is
has a
going.
fucking fair chance. Well, it's just again, this is being Eurocentric. Like it's not good as the UEFA being pricks.
But when it
There's
comes
always
to rugby, isn't that football?
Yes,
no,
Yes, that's the
it's kind of
that's
football,
the
but without the pads.
right.
yeah,
So football.
no, it's rugby.
No, no.
So football.
No.
Anyway,
You saying
yeah. So I
no?
mean, yeah. Apparently, all the South African teams that now transitioned over to the European Championship Cup are doing extremely well. They're winning their games, and they're pretty much now finding out who's going to be in the Championship Cup.
Did you just say transition?
Oh, don't you start. You know what? I'm gonna have to bring Chris Benoit in.
You know what you gotta do? You know what you gotta do? You gotta be like a Pee Wee Herman. Well, you remember that show when they would be like, "That's a word of the day."
The secret word.
Word of the day.
Secret word.
You mean? Oh yeah,
secret word.
secret word. You mean Sesame Street? That's what you mean. All right.
God damn it.
Well, let's move on. We're going to get into boxing. For those who don't know, this is an update. For those who don't know, Rolando Romero. Now, we talked about him before where he lost his pay-per-view bid, or should I say his challenge to, was it Tank Davis? All right. Now, remember, he had a bunch of women come out and say that they were sexually assaulted by him. Now, I do want to make, to let you guys know that we're not going to make light of this. Now, we're not going to. The women said that they were, but they couldn't get the evidence to back up their claims, I should say. So because they didn't have the evidence to back up their claims, Rolando Romero was free. Now, when he decided, he was cleared. So when he was cleared, he took to Twitter and everywhere else to say, "Suck my dick."
Oof.
Oh.
Ruthless aggression.
Now, I think that's a little bit much because you're coming off of sexual assault allegations. To say "suck my dick."
I think suck my dick. I mean,
I'm
think
pretty
maybe
sure
it's-
that's not going to help you very well.
I think maybe that's the perfect response. If let's think about this for a second. That actually might be.
I mean, that's literally. I mean, don't get me wrong. The dude, it's cool if you get to take your victory lap, but shit.
I mean,
No.
it could have been the perfect one. I'm just saying.
Well, let's say because of him getting the fight back again, Rolando
Change his name to
Romero.
Chad.
Well, I wouldn't call him Chad yet. He got his fight back at the pay-per-view last week and got knocked out.
Oh shit! Okay,
He
never
got
mind.
knocked out.
Chad's
that victory was short-lived.
Yeah. Now his trainer reacted to the KO loss and said that he felt that the ref didn't give him enough time to recover. That he shouldn't have called the fight so early. Now, anyone who saw this knockout knows that he had spaghetti legs. All right,
He's spaghetti.
Yeah,
he did.
knocked out.
He had no
Straight
idea.
spaghetti leg.
He had no idea where he was at. If he if they would have said it was okay to fight again, he'd have got in worse trouble. It'd have been worse.
He could have had serious injuries, so they didn't stop.
Yeah, so they're going to stop because you're supposed to protect the fighter at all times, what the ref is supposed to do. But apparently, we got a lot of salt from his trainer getting very upset about it.
Well, is the trainer going to woman beat people? Is he going to join forces with the boxer and go, yeah, I'm going to go on the street and just attacking people?
Well,
I don't get why the trainer's getting upset. He's not the one fighting.
Well, the trainer he spent hours, putting him into a position where he can fight like that, and for him to get caught in the exchange between hooks, it tells you something. You know what I mean? It really does.
It probably is what's it called?
Maybe the trainer had some money running on him.
It's not. that is more of like it's a way to get other fighters and be able to promote and get
Yeah,
them to then make money.
it's still a
It's
business. Yeah,
competition.
it's still a
Yeah.
business. If you can
I
have,
can see that.
yeah,
Well,
no, go
if
ahead.
the coach wants the boxers to fight to the death, then let it be fight to the death.
You said fight to the death. What the fuck, man?
Well, it is a gladiator sport, so yeah.
This ain't Mortal Kombat, goddammit.
I
Somebody in the
know.
chat said
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Fight to the death.
Someone said in the chat. It was like it's not supposed to be a fight to the death. You know?
Yeah.
I say let it be fight to the death. It's
No,
fisticuffs, right?
no, you're not supposed to fight to the death.
No.
It's a gentleman's sport. Okay, so you
Yeah.
still got to box. You know the
Not
way
a
you
gentleman's
box.
sport. You fight to the death.
Is it?
Anything for
Is
the
it a
death.
gentleman's sport these days?
What is
It
with your
is.
bloodlust? Your bloodlust is just going up a notch for no reason.
Anything for the W, right? You fight to the death.
That's not for the W. Damn. Okay. All right. Boxing isn't for you. So
I like boxing. I like to see people get knocked out.
I thought it was a fight for
Just
the
watch it
paycheck.
just for the knockouts.
Yeah.
that's
But I want to see somebody fight to the death.
you're not going to see someone fight to the death. All right, you're just not going to. All right, there's a humanity
Mortal
thing.
Kombat.
You're not supposed to. You know,
See,
right?
they
He
go-
was Mortal
At least
Kombat.
not here.
Yeah, he
At
was-
least not here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, somebody in the chat gets it. Axel Hulk, son. Embrace it.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Goddammit.
Let's move on, please. For those who don't know, and I got to carry this one, all right? Philly's WNBA question could be soon answered. Now, apparently, people have been asking for a WNBA team, all right, for the women's basketball. Now,
Uh-huh.
I have a problem. I have a problem with this.
All one person that asked for it.
Yeah.
It's
It's not a damn. Just cancel us even more. It has nothing to do with the women. It really doesn't have anything to do with women. I'm saying if you can get all these fucking cash cows together, and I'm talking big businessmen, to invest in a team, then I say forget the fucking team and help renovate all these places that will help the neighborhoods in Philadelphia, in the city. That's
Yep.
all you. That's what you should be doing. A clean sweep of all these places would actually help the communities. All right, they would.
And then invest a lot more into the WNBA. Put them all in thongs and bikinis,
Okay.
and just have them. And make sure they have at least a minimum C cup or something. So when they make them shots, or they got to slam dunk a lot.
Your misogyny is showing so
I'm
bad.
just
But wait,
saying.
but they do have leagues.
Motherfucker.
Wait, they do have leagues for that. The lingerie league is for that.
Yep, that's what I'm saying.
Wow.
But turn the WNBA.
They have
WNBA
it. They
into
have
that,
it.
then
They
people
have it
watch.
for football and they have it for basketball.
Here's the thing, though. Is that considered real sports, though?
Yeah.
By the way?
Well,
Yes.
the women are running around in lingerie and trying to shoot baskets. I don't know if you call it a real sport, but it happens.
It's definitely kind of best though, I guess.
Man,
But
God.
do they know how to play, though?
I mean, are you really
It
caring?
doesn't matter. Are you really going to be looking at how they play? I mean,
That's the entire.
I
That's
see
the entire
somebody win.
Well, that's the.
okay.
I don't-
Everyone wins. What are you talking
Oh my
about?
God.
The audience, the investors, the players,
Yeah.
the fucking guys selling
I'm
the
just
hot
sitting here
dogs.
taking this
Oh,
all
everyone
in right now.
So that does hold on. So does that mean they have lingerie fighting? Fight to the death.
They have no. You know what they do have though? That's becoming a sport, which I denounce
Oh,
completely.
butt slapping.
No. No, they have slapping for men to slap the shit out of each other, and I believe they have that for women as well.
They have one where they slap each other's asses, and it's women.
Well, I don't know. Hold on, but they do have pillow fighting now. Pillow
Oh, God,
fighting.
yes.
Women hitting
Fight
each
to the
other.
death.
Women hitting each other with pillows in the ring.
Oh
You
God,
can't
yes.
fight to the death with
I
pillows.
mean, yes, you're gonna have the
No.
one villain woman with bricks inside her pillowcase.
And then they have their pudding matches probably. Wrestling and pudding, oil, whatever.
Mud.
Fucking
So, yeah, the
Jell-O,
chat
mud,
said mud. Yeah, the chat said mud.
mud.
Somebody's gonna hide a horseshoe inside one of their pillowcase.
No, you know what? No, you
Don't
don't.
talk about cheat.
Don't wrestle in egg whites. That shit will probably stink later.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
But it'll look questionable and it'll look good on camera.
No, hold on. The chat is asking is the pillows a metaphor for breasts? No,
I
they're
wish.
actual. They're actual. He said, "You wish." They're actual. They're actual pillows that they swing at each other. Yeah.
You know what? You know what?
All
Then
the
you know what? If this is all going on, they need to make a real life Keijo.
I'm just.
What the fuck is a Keijo?
Oh, here we go.
uh-oh.
It's basically women's water sports where they sit there and they can only use their butts or their boobs to knock each other off of water
Oh,
platforms.
that anime.
So,
Yeah.
so what you're saying?
He
So,
That needs to be
looked at
real
her.
then.
so what you're saying is American gladiators knock each other off the platform, but
Yes.
just with their. Oh my God.
Only
Yes,
with
and
their
they have
butts
to be
and
in
boobs.
bikinis.
That's it. That's the
Yeah.
only thing they're allowed to use. Butts and boobs.
You've been watching too much anime. You've been watching too
You've
much.
been watching.
You've been watching too much. Yeah, but you know,
Yeah.
hey,
It needs
no-
to it needs to be real then.
well, no, the chat is saying, Keijo, like they're saying.
Yeah.
I want to see a hot sauce wrestling match.
No, they're saying
Wanna see 'em
so
wrestle
like
in hot
sumo
sauce.
wrestling, but a complete insult to sumo wrestling. Like,
Sure.
Similar.
Sure, why not?
Very similar to
Hey,
that.
yeah, that is some DOA shit.
they said thick chicks butt breaks someone's neck.
Yeah, then we can actually see a woman do sure you cans.
So no, but they want snoo snoo in the chat. They want snoo snoo. Like, that's what it is.
Or what was that one move that they do in the show? It's called the vacuum butt cannon.
Oh, come on. See, y'all going to a dark place right now. Y'all really are. Look, let's move on because we have comics and movies to get to. And we're going to start off with Batman, okay?
Yep, Batman.
Yep, here we go.
Man bat.
Bat. Are you serious? Batman. Anyways, Batman flees Antifa and Black Lives Matter style riots in new comic. And I quote, Batman says, these places all have insurance, not my job to protect their profit margins. Now, I had a chance to read this article thoroughly, and it's
What
absolutely
kind of
hold on.
shit.
There is more to this, all right? Because they're not Black Lives Matter or Antifa riots. They're just fucking riots, all right? That was a bait to let you know this is how they're going to try and get you, okay? Fuck you, Bounding in the Comics, for doing that. However, I will say, gentlemen, I have to ask you about Batman saying, saying these places have insurance. It's not my job to protect their profit margins. Do you think that the author of this comic tried to self-insert their ideas into Batman?
Yes, because
Yeah,
it
I
reeks
think
it
so.
reeks of someone that doesn't understand economics to begin with. So it tells me this person is an activist because I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I've seen some
Be real.
activists say some ignorant ass shit and they know nothing about how economics work or just
Well,
business economics.
No, that's bounding in the comics, right? Or is what you mean, right?
Yeah, Bounding in the
Yes.
Comics, yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That-
Yes.
No, Bounding in
This
the
person
Comics.
reeks of an activist.
Bounding in the Comics wrote the article, but yeah, this is a different, like I said, a completely different author who wrote this for Batman in the actual comics.
Not my job to protect their profit margins.
No, it's not.
Now,
It's not
here's-
Batman's job to
But
protect
that-
their
but
profit margins.
But the thing is insurance. They have insurance. They have that.
Okay,
Basically,
But you
like
know
he's
what,
just
though?
justifying.
I'm
justifying their reason to riot.
exactly. That's what he's doing, and I have a problem with that. Now, does everyone agree that this is a problem? Before I go on,
Yeah,
okay,
this
everyone.
sounds like a certain ideology that begins with C.
All right, now I'm going to take it to a different part. Okay,
Yeah.
no, because I agree. We're all in unison with this. First
Yes.
off, Batman would try and stop any fucking riot, and the comics try to say, well, he prioritizes Arkham criminals because they got out. All right, and he's not gonna worry about riots. He's worried about Arkham criminals. First off, how many times are people going to escape Arkham? How many times? All right.
They need some tough security.
They need some serious security. All right. Now here's also the thing. He talks about how he doesn't want to protect people's profit margins in their businesses. What if they came to Wayne Manor to try to burn that shit down? I bet your Batman would try and stop that shit, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he would.
You
What
want
if-
to protect his profit margins. I mean, no one wants to have to pay a deductible. No one wants to have to fucking, rebuild their business from scratch because you know what? What if those businesses were small businesses? It's not his job to help a small mom and pop shop that, just got rioted and wrecked and whatever. Okay, cool, whatever. They have insurance. So let them.
No, no.
That's, I
Well,
don't know.
well,
The message was a bad message.
Yeah.
I think the moral of the story here was a bad message.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, this is the way I could see it be going about. Wayne could, donate some money to help, rebuild their business. Why
doesn't he just
Well, Bruce Wayne is already a philanthropist as it is.
Yeah.
Well, what I'm trying to say is, why doesn't he do this? Why don't he just get in the bat wing or whatever, get a big old net and grab them all and tie them in a big old net for the cops to come take later?
Because
they're doing fucking 90s cartoons.
That I'm saying because that would be so cheesy. Now the chat is saying the chat is saying the Arkham prison is underfunded. Number one, all right. So they probably defunded the Arkham prison as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
All right.
See,
Reap what you sow, Gotham.
Yeah.
See? See, Batman won't take shit from that, but you know who will do some stupid shit like that? Man-Bat, Wayne Bruce.
Here you go with the Man-Bat. Are you okay today? Again, are you okay? Look, people are saying
it's the opposite of Bruce Wayne.
No,
Wayne Bruce,
the chat is making a good point. Yeah. Bruce Wayne could donate money to Arkham. That's why he's a billionaire. Yeah. He could for extra security, but he hasn't.
But the problem is, though, also...
I'm surprised he haven't done that yet.
Yeah, but the big problem is, if he does that, he's going to be looked at as a wrong way, because then you're doing private prison cells, then. Because he's the one funding the whole thing.
I was about to say, isn't that I was about to say it's a public system.
Well, the public system isn't working if criminals keep breaking out. And the chat is saying,
you do got supervillains
just like
powers.
He said. Well, just like he said, there's a then that brings up a whole new thing, private prisons, and then then it becomes an independent business, and then the way that works is it's completely different and it's self-regulated, and then you get into the weeds about all this other stuff. So. Oh man!
No.
There is a prison that's specifically meant to hold supervillains.
Supermax.
Yeah.
Well, it's specifically designed to basically keep supervillains under control, like keep them in the prison, like the character like Ivy, Ivy, they're in Arkham, which is not a very maximum security, but I mean, like, hell, there are prisons within within Gotham and Metropolis that do that were specifically built to imprison people with superhuman abilities.
Well, the chat is saying when it comes to prioritizing, does Arkham really need Killer Croc running around? I mean, on a side note. Well, side note, they're saying that Marvel doesn't have any better luck with putting their villains away. But they had, Prison 42 at one point. So they were putting away heroes in that instead of in Civil War instead of villains. They were using the villains to hunt the heroes. That's a little different.
That's true.
Well,
I mean, you also have to look at it too. Is that Batman's actually responsible for a lot of his villains?
Yeah. Like,
Man's responsible. What did Batman do? He just tried to save the world.
Well, they're saying that Batman
every fucking time should be killing these fucking villains. That's how you fucking sort the problem out. Kill the fucking people, and you don't have the fucking problem.
Batman doesn't kill though. He don't kill.
Yeah.
Batman doesn't kill. I agree with Odin's son. Batman should kill these guys.
Well, no.
How many times can you fucking allow Joker to get away with anything? Because he's a fucking nut job. You kill the fucking problem.
Well, they're saying that Batman will be out of a job if the prison system works. He would be out of a job.
Batman be out of a job. Well, not for Man-Bat.
Bruce would actually be okay with that.
Man-Bat.
Well, there's more. The chat is saying that Wayne could also put money to get the villains mental health help, so he doesn't always have to arrest them again and again.
But they tried that with the Joker, and what happened?
The Joker's just out of his mind. But I mean, yeah. So
you got Harley Quinn fucking turned nuts. So sometimes you just can't help crazy people. You just can't. You just have to detain them or fucking keep them in a way where they can't become a problem. But then again, we've seen in the fucking games that when you have people who are that deluded, they're gonna find a way to get out.
Well, they're saying that they could. Chad is saying they could go way back then in the 40s when Batman actually had a gun.
Yup.
Well, he would back in the 40s. He was
Well-
killing people.
He was more
Well,
detective back then. Yeah.
Maybe he should be a man and fucking get a gun and then start fucking someone in the pub.
Damn.
I'm
God
all
damn
for
it,
that.
man. It's like, get a gun.
I'm all for that.
Yeah.
Batman shooting people.
Yes.
Batman probably
I
sponsored.
want Batman to shoot people in the dick.
No, before DC Comics, before DC and Warner Brothers got their hands on Batman, he would kill a purse snatcher.
Well,
Yeah.
Batman was just an insane guy that would just kill people.
he's already insane. So yeah, it takes
Yeah.
Let's move on. All right.
He had to
Leslie
make a
Jones.
partition in his brain.
Leslie Jones. All right, will headline
Oh.
WB's Plastic Woman animated series.
Fuck that hoe.
Damn. All right. Now, for those who do not know, Leslie Jones is a really big bully online. All right.
Yeah.
Every time someone says something smart to her, she gets her followers to go and harass the shit out of a person who said something smart to her. She has done this in the past. She even threatened to leave Twitter at one point, but then decided to stay.
Maybe she just
What a
bitch.
bitch.
Delete her account and go into the same sign like the rest. Get out.
I mean, I'm not fond of her. I mean, just like you said, there's a one-trick pony. She plays, every time I've seen her, she's pretty much been the same character in every single one of her movies and whatever, and it's just
Wait,
She
which
doesn't bring anything
movies?
new.
Which movies has she done?
Ghostbusters.
I mean, Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters. Everyone knows her from Ghostbusters.
Amy Schumer.
The bad one.
Jeez.
The bad version of Ghostbusters, but that's how everyone knows her from. She's on
Mother.
She was on Saturday Night Live. She was on Saturday. That's what she's known for. So yeah, and in the chat saying she
Yeah.
plays the same role or the same. She's always the same. This is same roles every time. So gentlemen,
But
do you feel as
who's
though?
better?
Huh? Go ahead.
I was going to say who's better, Amy Schumer or Leslie Jones?
Stop it! I'm trying to get it
No.
through. Stop it.
Oh, God.
So gentlemen, do you think that this animated feature will fail?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's,
Okay.
Again, when you have bad eggs inside of it to begin with, it's not going to be a fucking good ending, is it really?
Okay. We'll move on. Okay. Now, this is something that we're going to have to get into, and I hate to have to get into this. For those who know, the Rick Lewis has said, I think it's really interesting that the Buffalo Shooter, all right, the Buffalo Shooter mentions his affinity for East Asians, specifically in his manifesto. Given the context of how old he is and how active he is online, it makes me wonder how much anime subcultures played a role in his ideology. So, gentlemen, do you feel anime should be blamed for the Buffalo Shooter?
No,
Uh,
absolutely not.
What?
How about they shut
See?
the fuck up?
No. Just
No.
stop. Just
See, there you go. The blame
Stop-
game. We got
stop-
we got point fingers and shit.
yeah. Stop trying to blame entertainment, man. Like,
Yeah.
just leave it alone. I mean, damn, y'all like it just sounds like really they just don't want people to just I don't know, have fun, man. Like shit sucks
Like-
these days. Everyone gets offended by everything. Everyone's just trying to blame
No
whatever
fun
on
police.
behavioral issues. I'll tell you what happened. The behavioral issues come from just raising a child.
Yes, exactly.
Well, it seems like everyone is saying they're blaming anime now. They're kind of shocked in the chat that it's actually a real thing. Yes, that's actually a real
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
People,
And
no, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, if we're blaming anime, what about action movies? What about fucking shooting movies? What about things that Americanized movies? Oh,
Terminator.
Yeah, Terminator.
We have Terminator news for you later. Go ahead.
But it just shows that you can't keep blaming the most basic shit when anime in general usually deters you from fucking doing stupid shit. Like any showman show ever tells you to be a decent human being, and that should again apply to you in real life because that's a good thing to have. But I haven't seen any anime that had guns telling you to fucking go, hey, go into a shooting spree. No anime has ever told you to do something like that. So no, there's no such thing.
Has anyone seen those Sailor Moon PSAs that he used to give? They tell you
Yeah.
to keep out of trouble.
Even
Keep
Transformers.
out of trouble.
G.I. Joe used to do it every week.
Yeah, Joe used to do that.
Yeah.
And knowing was half the battle.
Yeah,
But then
exactly.
again, these are opinions from people that don't. These are suggestions and opinions from people that have never consumed said media. They only know surface level. So again, what they're saying is completely irrelevant.
Okay. All right.
Even
Everyone's
it's just
okay.
instead of tackling the problem that the manifesto itself with apparently another shooter apparently had the same fucking manifesto, instead we're talking about the FBI who fucking knew about these two people. Wow. Imagine my shock. We're not talking about the fucking true problem in this situation. Fucking dickheads.
All right. Well,
And you're absolutely right.
all right.
Because you know why? And I will quote again. Actually, I just again rewatched King of the Hill, and I will quote Dale Gribble: "Guns don't kill people; the government does."
That was a funny episode.
All right. Well, so we're all in unison that was it the anime is not the reason.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Anime is definitely not to blame.
All right.
Anyone that says otherwise is just very tone deaf.
All right.
Or Man Bat. Only Man Bat.
Don't you start with Man Bat. Don't you start with that shit. All right. Let's move on. For those who don't know, someone has stolen Seth Green's Bored Ape, which is supposed to star.
Wait, Seth Green's Bored Ape?
Yeah, which was supposed to star in his new show. Now, before I let y'all tear this down, okay, let me give y'all even more information. Someone
really right clicked on his image. I'm ruined.
Someone bought his Bored Ape, and now Seth Green is trying to pay the guy who bought his Bored Ape, just to let you know, so that he can try and launch the show with it.
Well, fuck.
That's great, man.
Oh no, Seth Green lost his Bored Ape. I'm so concerned.
Man, that get those NFTs back.
Here's the thing. Would that be considered a heist of the century? You know, back then people would break into museums and steal fucking art and shit, and then these modern day guys,
it is right.
Go to there, you just right click on their shit. There you go, boom, heist. And he just puts on like a ski mask while he just right clicks on it.
They said spoilers. The ape is voiced by Troy Baker, so he doesn't have the NFTs.
God damn.
All right.
Have any of you seen the trailer for it? It looks so fucking shit. Like the trailer for it looks so bad. It's fucking abysmally bad. Why the fuck do you think this was going to be a fucking clever idea? Apparently, the person who paid a lot of money to get that fucking thing. So if he wants it, it's going to be more than 200 grand. That's what I'm going to say.
I got a message for you, Seth. Stick to Robot Chicken, bud.
Yeah. Chicken robot NFTs.
Chicken robot. There you go.
No, don't do that. Don't give him ideas.
Chicken robot NFTs.
All right. Well, let's move on. All right. For those who don't know, and this is a serious topic.
That's awesome.
Star Wars. So Star Wars defends. You really can't get over that, can you?
God damn, dude.
Star Wars defends Kenobi's Reva actor after racist backlash. Now, I want to
I thought you said racist Batman. I was like, hold on.
Racist,
now he's racist?
Racist.
I was like, jeez.
Racist man
Yes.
bat.
Racist man bat. Man bat's a racist, not Batman.
Wayne Bruce.
Wayne Bruce.
So is Joker the
Is
hero?
Wayne Bruce a black man that hates blacks?
so he's Cletus. Is that what you're saying? Oh my god. Well, hold on. So let's talk about this. Now, Kenobi's Reva actor has done nothing wrong and has been met with racist backlash by some people. And because of that, the Star Wars fandom has come to her aid and saying, no, we don't believe in racism at all. Now, of course, the entire fandom is being blamed for a few people, which is a bunch of bullshit. All right?
Mhm.
But understand really quickly that Ewan McGregor came out and said that racism has no business or no lifespan. It should not exist within the fandom, and he supports the actor. Now, I want to say this because Disney also said that they support as well. Disney, and I got some shit I got to say. If you're going to talk about racism, here's the thing. You don't care about black people, Disney. You don't. Because when James Earl Jones's birthday came around, we're talking the voice of Darth Vader, all right?
Yep.
When his birthday...
Wait. You're talking about the voice of Mufasa.
Yes, Mufasa.
So the
Yeah.
voice of the fucking telephone company with those call IDs.
This
forgot
is
He used to be on those telephone commercials.
Oh, he came out of nowhere with that shit, didn't he? He came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But
Hold on.
I thought it was called Ben Atlantic Telephone Company. There you go.
Okay, but hold on. But y'all have to understand, okay? The voice of Darth Vader, when his birthday came around, they did not care at all. And I'll take it a step further. No. I'll take it a step further. When it came to the new version of Star Wars, that trilogy, when it came to China, when Finn was supposed to be on the cover, they put him as background dressing on the poster. So how much do you really give a shit about black people, Disney?
It's even worse than that. You know the Black Panther poster? They don't have the main actor in it.
Yeah, Ryan Gosling is going to play the new Black Panther.
You still want that to be a thing. You're still trying to wish that into existence, sorry, to speak into existence. But Johnny Boyega should have been treated. His character.
They need a diverse cast in Black Panther.
Well, look, they're not gonna do that, okay? But yeah, people are saying that they took him off the poster. But his character Finn was done dirty anyway when it comes to the series. All right, it was.
Yeah, because wasn't the original concept that Finn was actually going to be a Jedi?
Yeah, until they decided to change it into being a Mary Sue. That's what they did.
Second banana, basically.
No, I mean, you
background noise,
and they tried to say it was diverse. So you had a diverse guy who was actually going to be a Jedi, but you decided, okay, we're gonna prop up white woman before that.
Don't get me started. You have to look at it too. It's a lot of decisions that Disney made in the background too. I mean,
Captain Kennedy.
Yes, because especially trying to push a lot of the whole Force is female thing. I mean, it shows. It clearly shows. I hate to say it. Again, I've been watching Obi-Wan Kenobi, and
same.
The leaks are starting to kind of be accurate with what they're doing, and it's my personal opinion. I believe that basically Kenobi is guest starring in his own show.
All right, now you know what? I'm gonna say a little bit different on that. Okay, I actually like Reva. I think she's a psychopath who's obsessed with Kenobi. I think it's an actual. Yeah, well, man bat. Yeah, I think that it actually works here. That Kenobi is being hunted the entire time. And for those who have seen the series, I don't want to give it away. I don't want to spoil it. But I see a lot of people saying that Kenobi is weak. It's obviously they're not watching the
No.
series because this is years after he thinks that he beat Anakin and killed Anakin.
Yeah.
So this
After
is
episode 3.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
this is definitely where Obi-Wan is kind of a lost soul.
Well, it's very defeatist. Like he's again.
Yeah,
Is this before he goes, "Hello there"?
yes, it is.
Hello.
No, it's actually after that.
Hello there.
Where does he get his cloak, and when does it become old?
well, he does have his cloak in this. He does. But he's just I don't want to give it away.
When
I
do
just
they
don't.
see-
You just have to watch it. You just have to watch it.
Yeah.
The
All right,
only
I'll watch it.
like the first episode, because that's the only one I've watched, but it looks really, really good, and I actually like the character. It seems like I got a hunch what's going to happen based on
Like it's not a bad show.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Like I'll say it's maybe a 3.5, maybe. It's not going to be the worst thing you ever watched. I think that's what I'm going to say.
You mean like
That's-
Cowboy Bebop?
I just don't like how the writers wrote
I watched
Reva
Cowboy-
as like her being the bestest ever.
Hmm.
That's the kind of vibe I got from her.
From Reva? No, she's not the best. No, she wasn't the best of her group.
He was like
She-
other guy was like, "You got much to learn.
Yeah.
You're still too."
Yeah,
Blah,
she,
blah, 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 blah.
yeah, she, he
Papa
was.
D?
No,
I don't know.
the Inquisitors.
That's
the-
just what I'm getting from watching the first 3 episodes.
No.
It seems like that it's focusing more on her and just enough on Obi-Wan.
Alan, so is the new Star Wars game that came out on EA going to be kind of canon because the Inquisitors are part of that game?
I don't know. I have no idea.
They made a reference to it from the Fallen Order. They kind of made there is kind of a bit of a crossover because I guess in the game you actually do go to the Inquisitors tower.
Yeah.
I forget what planet it is, but you end up going there, and the show does go to that location.
There's steps
Of headquarters.
There's Inquisitor 8 and 9 who you go up against, and 9 gets defeated by another female Jedi, and it just goes into like Darth Vader kills her, and
But yeah, I mean, like if you're interested in watching the show, it's good, but it's not great. But it's better than what Disney's put out lately.
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
I'll have to continue to watch the season because I kind of
Because as far as I know, I think there's only 6 episodes.
So that's what I don't like because you need more. Because Obi-Wan again, there's only so much you can give to him because we only had so much in between that and when we got to with the original 3. So it would be nice to get a little bit more than that. To be honest.
All right. Well,
I mean, it's possible they could get a season 2, but as far as I know, it's only 6 episodes that they had made for Obi-Wan because like it said that it was a limited series. So
okay.
I mean, I think that's a good step for them to do a limited series because if it
Wait and
flops,
see.
I mean, they're not out too much money.
yeah, that's true.
All right. Well, let's.
But I
move-
mean, not gonna lie, they put a little bit of budget into it though.
Yeah.
all
The only
right.
thing I'm going to say, long live the Empire.
Okay.
Yep. Long live the Empire.
Well, let's move on.
Agree.
For those who don't know, Donald Glover holds all the cards when it comes to his Star Wars series.
Oh, does he?
For those who don't know, Donald Glover played a younger Lando Calrissian.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
we'll see
He
what.
played a
I mean,
younger
I
what?
wouldn't mind seeing it. I mean, it'd be kind of cool to kind of follow the exploits of him ultimately becoming the leader of Sky City eventually.
Yep.
Yeah, that would be fine, but do we really necessarily need it though? Not really.
No, not really. I mean,
Because
it's kind of the same thing with the Solo movie. I mean, you really don't need to watch it. I mean, did you really need to know
You know,
how he did the Kessel Run?
oof.
not really.
You know what's been on my mind when it comes to Star Wars? Now that we're talking about Star Wars, they need to make a show of Star Wars Masters of Terra Kasai.
That fucking game.
Yes,
God damn it, dude.
I want to see a show adaptation of Masters of Terra Kasai.
Well, you're not getting it. You're not getting it at all.
I want it. I want it so I can say Star Wars Masters of Puta Mierda.
Your taste for trash is impeccable. God.
Come on,
I
that was
think
a good fighting game, though.
No, it wasn't. It was as good as a game as the original Mario movie was a movie.
Hey, don't start with the Mario movie. That was the shit.
Oh
Yeah,
my
it was
god.
shit. It was absolute
That was
shit.
my movie.
Well, let's move on, please. All right. For those who don't know, Yoda and stars in his first solo comic series this fall. It will be a 3-issue series.
Mhm.
Boo.
Damn,
Palpatine's better.
damn, really?
Look, I'm for the Empire. Fuck anyone who's a non-believer. Got to destroy them.
The Empire.
Damn,
For the Empire.
damn.
Palpatine's
I
better.
guess you call us dirty fetties as well, wouldn't you?
Well, if the shoe fits.
Okay,
That's true.
okay, all right.
Hey, don't disrespect Xeon like that.
I'm just
I'll
saying.
just- I feel like it. God damn it.
Okay. Well, let's move on. For those who don't know, District 9 is coming out with the sequel in the near future, says Neil Blomkamp. So it's on. We're getting a new District 9 movie. I have
About
to,
time.
I know, but I have to add, that's exactly where I was going to go. Do you feel it's too little too late?
No, because
Wait.
again, it depends on. No, I don't think it has to be too late because you can again anything is old can always be new again. You can always bring it
District
back.
9, to refresh, give me a refresh on District 9. Is that movie where the news reporter got transformed into an alien, a monster?
Well, it wasn't a news reporter, but yes. Saying when 2045, yeah. I know.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
Like I never seen that. I never seen that movie to completion. So you can tell me what the
you
movie's
you
about.
no, that's you need to watch it then if that's the case. You need to watch it in
Yeah.
completion. It's a very good movie. But yeah,
It's
people
better than Mario movie.
people are saying better late than never. So all right, let's
Yeah.
move on. Let's move on. Netflix. Netflix will stop greenlighting expensive vanity projects such as The Irishman. It says this tends to do anything to attract talent and give them carte blanche. Was it is going away? Says one source. Now let me say this really quickly. All right, The Irishman was good. So I don't understand why you would sit here and say expensive vanity projects. It was actually a good
Fuck?
movie. Yeah, it makes no sense that they would use that as an example.
Yeah.
Well, they made the fucking shitty fucking 13 Minutes Why for like fucking 4 seasons.
Yeah, what
No
about Big Mouth? What about that?
Yeah, awful.
I'm
Like-
not a fan of that at all, but I think the animation looks awful, but I've honestly never given it a fair shake, but I can just tell by the looks of it, I don't like it.
It's all don't watch it.
Okay.
We all know that Netflix is only doing this because people decided on we had enough. Bye. Because you like again account sharing, just fucking make it free is the most basic thing. You don't have to fucking be charging people for it. And all
Well,
your stupid shit is annoy people enough to just go, I'm just done with it. There's other places to go.
all right. Well, let's move on. In some twisted metal news, for those who do not know, Will Arnett will be voicing Sweet Tooth in Peacock's Twisted Metal TV series. Now, I have to ask you because we're finding out that also wrestler Samoa Joe will be involved when it comes to Sweet Tooth. So,
Oh yeah.
yeah. So the question is, gentlemen, do you feel this series will have some serious legs to it?
Really
Personally, I think it. I don't know. Hard to tell.
Wait, who's making this? Netflix?
Peacock,
Oh, Peacock.
Peacock. Yeah,
Formerly known as what was it, ABC?
NBC,
I might actually,
and I believe it's
NBC.
NBC. I'm sorry, NBC.
Yes.
yeah.
The chat is
I don't even
saying
know.
no. They're saying it won't have any legs to it.
It's better to wait and see where it goes, but it
Yeah.
could be doing well. But again, at the same time, I don't even know if this is going to come to the fucking UK because the Peacock's not. I don't think Peacock is here yet. I don't know.
Okay, well, they're saying they don't think it'll work in their opinion. I think that we've seen enough car combat movies with Jason Statham to see.
Yeah, but what about an ice cream truck transforming into a robot though?
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
I don't know if they're going to go that far. I really don't know. If so, that's a lot of budget, and they'll probably save it for the end. I mean, that's how I see it.
I mean, hell, I think the most part we'd probably see would be like what, Mr. Slam?
Yeah.
Mr. Slam. I mean, that was easy. He was a fucking bulldozer.
I would
Yeah, just a front end loader that would just grab you and just pick you up and smash you up and down.
I would like to
Yeah.
see the character that had wheels for arms. I mean, to be honest.
Oh, that guy.
Oh, the guy. Yeah. I forgot what his name
Yeah, I
was.
forgot his name too. So yeah,
Mr. Grimm. I would like to see the guy that
Yeah,
he was a
Mr.
skeleton
Grimm.
with the fucking Mr. Grimm.
yeah.
He
All
would, what was it? He was like a skeleton dude that had a mortar in his side cart.
Yeah, I don't remember. I know Mr. Grimm though. It's been so long since I played the game. So
Don't forget about Minion.
people are saying
Oh, yeah.
Axel. Like a lot of, yeah.
Axel.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's who it was. It was Axel.
The last Twisted Metal game I played was Twisted Metal Black.
Yeah,
Honestly,
same
I was
here.
more a Vigilante 8 fan
Same
than
here.
Twisted Metal, though,
Okay. All right.
which is weird.
All right. Well, let's move on. We said that we had Terminator news, so we're going to get to Terminator news. An opinion piece. Yep.
Oh, shit.
An opinion piece has come out that says how Terminator 2 destroyed the franchise.
Oh, your opinion is shit. That's all I gotta say about that.
Well, here's my answer. No, it fucking didn't, because it made fucking money in the discussion. If it makes money, it's not over, is it? You dumb cunt.
I don't know. The last time I checked, T2 set a standard for filmmaking.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And can be used today as well, because again, even watching it now,
That's
it's a
the
good movie.
benchmark.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Look, fucking Terminator 2 gave us Skynet, aka the Xbox One.
Don't. Oh my God. No
Don't you bring up Skynet ever again? How dare you?
No, this person's opinion piece, because that's why they have to put it as that. They can't state it as fact,
Well,
because the entire fan base could climb all over them. So they're having to use it as an opinion piece. But no,
the chat is saying, well, it did end the franchise. They said,
Well, it was so good that nothing could follow it. So, I mean, if
Yeah,
you're talking about
exactly.
it in that kind of light, then
Well,
it did ruin the franchise.
yeah, they're saying Hollywood is destroying their franchise purposely. Some of them feel it's purposely. Skynet's the future of the NWO. Okay. They're saying that T2 was peak cinema at the time. So yeah.
But you can.
It was, like I said, the technology that they used for that film set standards for future use of CGI.
Yeah, and there's just the aspect of the movie itself. It's well done. Like, even one back in the day for that standard was really, really good. Even The Matrix, the first one, even though it's shit, I think it's shit.
The first one?
I just wasn't a huge fan of The Matrix.
Oh,
It was all right.
The first one I felt was great. I think it's the second one that was shit.
The first two films were good. That's the third film, which is awful.
Revolutions? Okay.
Yeah.
Was it Revolutions? I don't know.
Yeah,
I believe it was Revolutions.
Okay. I'm just going to say Animatrix was great. That's all.
Hello, Mrs. Smith.
Oh, dude, Animatrix is great. But I mean, like I said, so the reason why that the rest of the future films that came after Terminator 2 that were so bad is because the way James Cameron made the film, he literally made it to where like it was difficult to follow up. Yeah. And if he would have just went ahead and just used the alternate ending that he had made, the franchise would just never been able to continue on after that, because it literally closes the book on the entire franchise. It literally does. Yeah. Like, it's a happy ending. Everyone does great. Judgment Day never happens. Skynet never happens. Oh. Like, it's a happy ending for everybody.
Okay. All right. Let's move on. For those who don't know, Gundam. We said we had some Gundam news. Gundam reveals plans for 2025's World Expo.
What's Gundam? I thought it was Transformers.
Don't you start with that news guy.
Fucking
That news
That news
guy.
guy.
How dare you? Now it's saying that reveals plans that there's going to be a Hello Kitty Gundam again, but now, but now,
Oh, collab.
no, there's
Yeah.
more. Now there's a collaboration that you're going to get a Pikachu Gundam, gentlemen. I am in line to get that Pikachu Gundam.
Pikachu Zar's fucking Pikachu Zaku's custom 2 shark
I
colors.
guess I'll have to get it.
See, I'm on board. I'm getting it as well. I have the Hello Kitty one. I'm going to end up getting this one as well.
Yep, you got Shark Kitty, now you got Shark Pikachu.
You fucking nerds.
Even the chat is booing us. They don't like it at all. Okay.
If they do it, I'll be surprised if I actually do see a Char as the Bull Pikachu. If they do it,
Right, god damn it. I'm
because
sick
then
of
it basically the memes would come out the woodworks of I've come to peek at you or something like that.
Oh my god.
Boba Zaku.
All right. Well,
I could strike you with Thunderbolt 3 times faster.
or Gundam Thunderbolt. There you go. Well,
But Gundam Thunderbolt's a Thendo.
it is.
Jazz hands.
Don't you like jazz?
Jazz Thendo.
God damn it.
So yeah.
Nah, I know Red will get that Char Pikachu.
So
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'll get it. I'm gonna get it. I'm definitely.
And that means
getting it.
also that in the future, as another thing, they better make a Quattro Brigina version of Pikachu as well.
God damn it.
Sunglasses on.
Hidaku Shiki Pikachu.
Oh, my
Hyaku Shikachu.
Yep. Hidaku Shikachu.
All right. Well, let's go on. Let's move on. All right. We are heading.
No Pikachu boy.
There's no Pikachu boy.
We are at video games now, gentlemen. We've made the video games. So let's get started on this,
Ralph
okay?
version of fucking Squirtle.
For those who do not know, Gotham Knights, all right? Gotham Knights Studios worked with able gamers to make changes to Batgirl following their feedback. So,
all for all because we have to be inclusive. Fuck off.
I didn't even get a chance to say anything. Gentlemen.
God damn, already.
See?
Just jumping on it.
Doing man bat stuff. You don't do man bat stuff.
Gentlemen,
No, Lord.
do you feel as though Gotham Knights Studio needed to work with able gamers to fix or so to say rectify this situation?
No.
No.
How about putting an agenda? Maybe people who want to play the game. Maybe
Well, it's not so much gender; it's more of like disability.
Yeah. Like again, make it easier and accessible. Fine. Like
That's not what we're talking about though. We're talking. That's not. Yeah, we're talking about Batgirl's backstory. That's what we're talking about.
Again, you're just doing it for fucking to be inclusive. That's it. There's no other excuse for it. Go fuck yourselves.
Well,
wow. All right. Okay. Tell us how you really feel.
I didn't get a chance. Again, I didn't get a chance.
Next topic, I guess. Ben wrapped that one up.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to tell. Yeah, he kind of did. But I want to add to it, okay? Because y'all have to understand the background story was that Barbara Gordon, as she was Oracle, because of her dad getting killed, she worked her way back up physically on her own to become Batgirl. And people had a problem with that. Now, I'm going to say I have a problem with that as well, because it doesn't go with the comic lore that Barbara Gordon had multiple surgeries to get back to being Batgirl.
Right.
Multiple. Gotham's best surgeons.
Funded by Bruce Wayne. Funded by Bruce Wayne.
Yeah. That's. I don't know.
See, that's why you need to let me finish. All right, before you jump on it.
Yeah, I don't know. The way he does it.
Yeah, because I mean that's the original comic book storyline. Is that when
concede defeat
when she was in the middle of being Batgirl and Joker shot her in the spine and paralyzed her.
Yeah, look, the
Nah,
chat is saying I should know by now that
But
people are going
Man
to
Bat
speak
actually
for.
shot the Joker. That's fine. It paralyzed him.
Yup. Wayne Bruce.
But yeah, like you said, in this storyline, for whatever reason, they're deciding to make it to where like she doesn't receive the surgery, and it's just sure willpower
sure
that she just
willpower.
wills her spine to be good again.
Yeah, yeah.
Which again
Well
makes
powered.
sense.
Well, there's more. The chat is saying so you can't tell the story like they intended anymore too. So that's a thing. They're
That's
saying
correct. You can't.
they're saying that hey, let's be honest. There, people are saying that I should know by now that people should speak for me. Like, for those who do not know, that story between me and Anita earlier on was it earlier this week on Twitter? Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, she tried to speak
Oh.
for me, and I dunked on her. Yeah. Was it WB
Well-
Games put Batgirl and Tim Drake Robin together? It's like, yeah, that's shouldn't be doing that. So yeah,
We're gonna have X-Men. We're gonna have Child Sabers able to work and say, "Hello, guys. I'm
But-
able to work
but-
now."
I'm able to walk. Yeah.
well, with an
exactly.
assist, he was able to walk with an assist. But there's times where he was able to walk with the power that he had. Yeah,
Yeah, but I mean, like, we're doing it for bullshit reasons, though. That's where I have like all this is bullshit reasons to do it.
yeah,
Against
they're saying that the Arkham series was peak, and I agree. I think that this game is just going to be full of action and be fun, but I do not, in my opinion, I do not see it as canon to where Batman is dying. I don't believe that.
Yeah.
I don't believe it at all.
Mm.
So, all right, let's move on. For those who don't know, Sony announces Horizon series on Netflix, God of War series on Amazon, and a Gran Turismo show.
Well, the Gran Turismo.
They're gonna make a Gran Turismo show. That I don't get that. What are they gonna do? Just like
Race?
have
The
a
other
bunch
ones
of rich
kind of
people
speak
like
for themselves.
with their
I don't.
Hold on. If you want to see a
expensive car
Gran,
collection.
no, listen, if you want to see a Gran Turismo show, just watch NASCAR.
So you're
NASCAR.
wait a
That's
minute.
not Gran Turismo.
That's not
guys.
Gran Turismo. Have you? When's the last time you played Gran Turismo?
God damn it!
I don't remember. That's pretty
I
much
don't-
what fucking is NASCAR.
No, it's
If
not.
I could reach through the microphone and pop you across the face, I would.
Jesus Christ.
I mean,
If I could slap you and say, "Don't you dare bring a Gran Turismo space in my goddamn mouth," I'll do that for you.
Look, man.
Go
Why
ahead.
they gonna make a Gran Turismo show? Just watch fucking NASCAR. Watch a racing show or some shit.
Why the fuck would anyone want
Hell,
this shit?
you could pretty much get Gran Turismo. Just watch Jay Leno.
Well, it would be called.
Gran Turismo, yeah.
Jay Leno's garage, right there. There you go.
Maybe it's gonna be a show where it's like follows a main character going through his like career. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it shows like a young startup, and then he goes through his career, and then he has to like earn his license tests or whatever.
Your
in a fucking
your license.
And then
Got a license for
eventually
that.
ends up with this expensive ass car collection.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He becomes
Well,
a rich mogul.
I mean,
Well,
look what happened. Somebody brought up in the chat about the Halo fucking show.
Well,
That shit turned out bad.
Yeah, it did. Well,
Yeah.
people are
Dude,
saying
okay. Here's what I want to see though. I want to see them change their oil in the Gran Turismo and then wash their car and then gain like 5 miles an hour.
5 horsepower for
Yeah, I'm
washing the car.
5.5. Yeah.
Well,
Like in the game.
well, wait. They're saying why all these series? Video games are supposed to be interactive mediums. Stop investing this shit and invest it into better games.
Well, it's called making money. They don't give a shit. The companies, they're gonna allow their licenses to be used and abused
I didn't
because they
even
want.
watch any of the Halo stuff.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna talk about Halo.
it's
Fuck
shit.
that show.
Look,
That's not Master Chief.
So I like the fact that
It's
everyone.
Chester Meef.
It's Master Cortana. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Nope.
I
It's Chester Meef.
I like
No, I'm telling you, it's Master Cortana.
I
I'll leave it at that.
I like the fact that everyone jumped on Gran Turismo but had no problem with Horizon or God of War.
Honestly, because I mean, you could make a show about Aloy, you know, growing up or whatever, and killing robot beasts and shit. And same with
Robots.
what was it?
God of War.
Boy of War. Boy. Whatever.
Well, I mean,
Fucking doing
here's
that
the thing. Okay, the reason why I didn't really touch too much on either one of those shows because I don't have much faith in neither one of those as well.
Okay. Okay.
But the
Because,
only
like,
master. Go on.
No, we'll move
I
on.
mean,
No, that's fine. We'll move on. I mean, y'all said y'all piece on it. I mean, damn.
like I said, I don't really have much faith on of a God of War movie or a Horizon Zero Dawn. Like I don't have much faith in it. I mean, it's going to be Hollywood. Of course, you know what they're going to do. They're going to. I mean, shit.
Well,
They're going to fuck it up.
But with God of War though, it's the easiest fucking thing to even do.
Yeah, at
So,
least the Super Mario Brothers movie didn't fuck up.
Stop it. Stop it.
Oh my
Stop
god.
At least George Clooney didn't ruin Batman.
You keep saying this shit. We're just going to kick you off the show.
every time he brings these up, he needs to pay us $5 each.
$5 my ass.
Where's your license?
Well, okay, so somebody said Sly Cooper would be cool as a cartoon. I go, well, there was at one point a Sly Cooper film that was in the works, and then it just mysteriously like vanished.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, they're saying they'd be down for Ape Escape cartoon as well.
No,
Wait, but that's from.
I can see a
Konami,
cartoon
though.
for that for Ape Escape happening. I mean,
Yeah, but Ape Escape is Konami though, and you know how their track record is.
Yeah, true.
Metal Gear, the
yeah,
movie.
I mean, you got to give it to them for that. I mean, because
there's the trailer for the.
shit.
So I linked the trailer to the Sly Cooper movie right there. They actually had a teaser trailer that came out back in 2016. The whole thing that they did, and after that, everyone was like, "What happened to this movie?"
Probably
Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's move.
Which actually I think was not a bad film at all.
Well, let's move on. For those who don't know, Elden Ring. We have some Elden Ring news.
Ring.
Elden Ring gets full co-op multiplayer thanks to fan-made mod.
Cool.
Wait, what?
What?
You heard?
The game already has
Hey
co-op.
man, they hired a fan to make them, to
round of
work
applause!
on. So
A round of applause for Elden Ring. All right.
But Elden Ring had co-op though, so I don't get it. What they take out the limitations of where you and your partner can go? I guess.
Probably. This also proves though that fucking allow people to do fucking mods for your game because they can improve their fucking experience. And guess what? You got a free fucking thing from a fan.
That sounds like a shot to Square Enix. I'm just saying.
I got plenty of things to do about that fucking company, I swear. Hey, let's sell our fucking company just to fucking get blockchain, and look how it happens to them, fucking idiots.
They blew up.
Yeah. Well, speaking of companies that support blockchain, all right, y'all know where I'm going to go with this, right? Should I?
Yeah.
EA, fucking EA, and their bullshit.
Fucking man back over EA.
EA is looking to sell itself or merge with another company. EA, have you not devoured every other company? Have you not merged other companies? Oh my god, I can't with EA. I just can't.
No one's gonna.
And they're bullshit.
I just don't know who's gonna really touch them. though, 'cause-
Microsoft.
Yeah, Microsoft is probably the more likely the fucking lot, but even then, like, I don't think they should really touch them. They're shit. I know who should touch them.
It's like a King Midas that turns everything into shit. Yeah, it's like a King Midas touch. Instead of turning it to gold, just literally turns to a pile of shit.
Man back.
Here you go with the man. Okay.
But again, I mean, the first person that would probably jump on that opportunity if EA put themselves up for sale would be Microsoft. Microsoft would snatch them up damn near almost immediately.
Yeah, but at least
For
Microsoft will make them
stupid
better.
amount of money.
Put it like this: if Microsoft does buy EA, they'll make them better. Put it like that.
No,
we haven't even seen that yet with Activision Blizzard.
All right. Well, let's move on. Let's talk about Sonic Frontiers, gentlemen. And we saw the trailer. Now, as we know, we were going to talk about the teaser trailer, but now we have seen the gameplay and its combat system in Sonic Frontiers. Gentlemen, how do you feel about this?
don't like it.
I don't like it.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it.
So far, it looks alright.
I think it
I
looks
want to see.
alright too.
I want to see more before anything, but it looks
Yeah,
alright.
exactly. I think the jury's still out on this one for me.
I personally don't have high hopes.
Again, it's
Coming from a
just
Sonic fan, why you don't have high hopes?
Yeah. That's
Okay.
funny. I hope.
The concept of it is kind of like, okay, so it's open world, and then one of the weird way, like you have to use this light that travels behind you, and you have to encircle enemies in order to be able to defeat them.
Yeah.
I just don't know, man.
Well, we don't know the plot yet, so
Well, we know what the fucking plot's going to be. It's going to be fucking
Well, the
Eggman.
game it's the gameplay that I'm not really on board with.
Yeah, it's,
I mean, from the look, it seems like Sonic is fighting aliens that look
Yeah,
like
but
they're
again,
on a mascot.
it's kind of weird. It's like it's taking Sonic away from
it's aspects.
speeding through a level versus just kind of being able to and throwing it into open world. It's like I don't know, like I don't think Sonic in an open world environment works.
Alright.
This is
No,
this is the
no. Go ahead. Go
Gears
ahead. Go ahead.
Like this is the big problem I had with Gears War, like the newest one that came out, is that they fucked it up by making it open world. There was no point for that because the whole point again is to go after the fucking I can't remember the fucking aliens' names, goddammit. But it was meant to go after them. They really should have ended it with 3, but the way they went about this is like we're killing robots now and we're making an open world with those annoying fucking main character. But with Sonic, I just see the aspects of it is gonna just be fucking shitty.
Well,
No fucking reason.
it seems like the chat is saying they're saying no. They're saying they're not digging it. Sega can't make a 3D Sonic right. Some say it looks like Breath of the Wild. It says that
Breath of the Sonic.
it says that it's like a One Piece world seeker. It has potential, but will fail.
Yeah.
Open world Sonic does not translate well. And I have to stop right here because I believe this as well. When are we getting a Sonic Mania 2? When? The first one was great.
Yeah, the first one was really good. I mean, the first one pretty much like just showed everyone that Sonic can do well.
But it just shows if you stick to the basics and actually do it well, it works.
Yeah, stick with the
I mean,
fundamentals.
I've replaced Sonic 3 and Knuckles with Sonic Mania. Sonic Mania is now my actual favorite game, and then followed by Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Okay. Well,
Knuckles.
let's move on.
Knuckles.
Let's move on.
But I mean, Sega, if you're listening, it's Mania 2, man.
Yeah, we won it.
I'm here.
Yeah, for real. So let's move on. Sony State of Play event. Now, yes, let's talk about this for a little bit. We saw the Sony State of Play event earlier this week. I must say that I had 4 games on my list that I felt was great. But the biggest one for me that was a disappointment was fucking Street Fighter 6.
I thought you were gonna say
No, 6 Fight. It's as it was said before. It's Final Fight Streetwise with fucking colors. That's what it is. That's what the fuck it is. Open world bullshit.
You know they were gonna do it though. You know they're gonna do some stupid shit like this though.
I don't know. I feel as that they're trying to pull a Tekken, photorealistic.
I think they're going for Mortal Kombat style. Yeah.
I mean, they are using the RE engine for Street Fighter 6.
That's what I thought was kind of weird. I was like, I mean, the graphics did look good though.
Yeah,
I'll give them that.
Yeah, the graphics look good. I mean, if you compare it to Street Fighter 5, Street Fighter 5 looks like a cartoon compared to Street Fighter 6. It does.
The cartoon. I mean, the art direction looks better too. I think in 6.
Yeah, but sadly, Street Fighter 6 is gonna have simplified controls.
Has what?
Simplified. It's going to be simplified, but it also has live. And here's the problem I have with it: it's going to have real-time feedback. Now, I don't think that Capcom and real-time commentary. I do not think that Capcom will have the staff to deal with real-time feedback. I just don't think it's going to happen. I think they're going to get backed up, and they're not going to look at everything that's going to be either complaints or legit criticism.
Are they Okay, what's this real-time feedback? Explain
No,
this.
it's
I-
real
Yeah,
time
yeah.
commentary. They're gonna have some of the FGC commentators do commentary.
Is this
Oh,
okay? Is
okay,
is
it's
this
not
for like
real
if you're
time.
playing single player? Okay,
Yeah.
is this for like if you're playing single player at home?
Yeah.
No, okay,
Yeah.
okay,
The home
that's
of your
okay.
experience.
Okay, I don't think that's what this means. I think it might be AI.
There's
It's
gonna be
I personally think what's going to do is that it's going to just be pre-recorded stuff from
Yeah.
FGC commentators. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, wait. The chat is saying that
Samples.
Street Fighter 6 looked like it's going to bomb. I don't think it's going to bomb because number
Oh no,
one,
it's not going
I
to.
don't
It's
think it's
not.
going to bomb. I think that Capcom, it's just going by the Street Fighter name, it will sell. I think that Capcom is going to milk the shit out of this, and
I'll tell you this, my honest opinion. Don't I might get this game just for the War Tour mode. I know it's gonna have a character creator.
well, no,
naughty boy.
but here's the thing. Also, I want to speak on real quick. The FGC hasn't had a game in a while. They're down pretty bad. So for this to come out during the time that there's really no other fighting games that are out, they've been waiting for a new fighting game. This is going to sell simply because they've been in a drought.
Well, also you have to look at it too. Guess who's not involved anymore?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah. Oh no.
Oh,
Not
no.
involved anymore. Mister, put all
Oh,
your
no, he's not
money.
involved
Yeah.
anymore.
Mister, put all your money up so we can see it for Darkstalkers. Fuck him.
Again, I got a funny feeling it's going to be heavily monetized with DLC and heavily monetized with different creation streets where
Yeah.
you can use different
Yeah, they're going to do
fucking
it.
shit.
Like I said before.
What?
No, go ahead.
You have
Go
to
ahead.
look at Street Fighter Five. I mean, you look at Street Fighter Five. It actually after Ona was gone, apparently the game improved drastically.
Yeah.
I will say this. I saw in the gameplay people Shiruken boxes. All right, Shiruken boxes. Now the Shiruken boxes is the new Chris Redfield punching boulders. That's how I see. That's how I feel. Yeah, that's how I feel. I feel it's an absolute joke. And I said that on Twitter. I felt it was like when I saw that trailer, I wanted to laugh. I thought it was I just thought it was funny. I didn't take it
I
serious
was
at
like,
all.
what the fuck? I
Yeah.
was like, what was going on? And I didn't know who that character was, and I thought this was like a Final
That's
Fight
supposed to
game
be
at first.
that's supposed to be your avatar. It's gonna have a character creator from the looks.
Yeah,
To be
the
honest,
avatar.
like I've looked at I guess apparently the rest of the rosters or either rest of it or all the rosters leaked, and I'm actually kind of liking some of the character designs that they got.
The one for Cammy.
Are
Is
you
perfect.
are you serious? I was arguing with a person on Saturday about the character designs because they were saying, "Oh, the character designs they look was it they're stereotypes?" And I'm thinking to myself, the whole fucking game is stereotypes. The entire fucking game.
World Warriors.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Like, you have Guile, who is America, fuck yeah type guy, who's got the American flag tattooed on his shoulder. You have E Honda from Japan, who's supposed to be a sumo. I mean, you have India, you have Doslim, whose legs, because he's in yoga, but no one's leg stretches fucking 20 feet. It's always, you gotta be kidding me.
does.
I'm just saying, you've got to be kidding. In Brazil, Blanca, who's just a wild beast. I mean, come the fuck on.
Let's be real. Kind of accurate.
Like I said, man, I'm looking at some of the character rosters that have come up with a lot of that have kind of leaked out, and I shit you not, some of the character designs are not bad. They're actually pretty cool looking.
Well,
there's a guy that's on there that I swear to God,
some guy tried to virtue signal Chun-Li's new voice actress.
Yes, I
saying
saw.
It's
I saw
appropriate that an Asian actress is voicing a Chinese character.
Yeah, but
Asian and Chinese. I mean, I guess
but the thing is, she's actually Filipino.
That's what I was about to say. I was like, that's kind of insulting because that's like, having a Puerto Rican voice a Mexican's character or something or other.
It goes to show you the virtue signaling that goes on and what they try to say on Twitter and think that it's cool. We just saw not too long ago that one of the idiots from Kotaku said, "Oh well, it's about time that they had a black character, African American character, or just in general that's in Street Fighter." And people was like, "Well, Elena's been there for a long time." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he was
EJ's been there since Street Fighter 2.
How you doing?
No, but he's talking about for America. So we're just gonna forget Balrog, right?
Yeah, Balrog.
Yeah, but
Okay,
let's just
yeah.
forget that
I
shit.
was gonna
But
say.
he's saying that Elena's from Kenya. Look, black is black. It doesn't matter where the fuck you're from. All right,
Exactly.
Yeah,
and when
it's like you can't even get the black. They're like,
yeah,
nope, you can't get the
and
black right.
and when
Yeah,
and when
Very specific.
somebody in the chat goes Balrog, Elena, and DJ.
yeah, and here's the thing: when people said that to him, of course he was like, "Oh, you know what? You're just a bunch of haters, and you're wrong for saying this." And I can go into detail, but that's not me. You know, that's not for me to discuss because he's a white man. You've got to be kidding me that you decide to put this out, and then when you're met with pushback, you start blocking people and calling people haters, and then say you shouldn't be speaking on it. So then, why'd you bring it up? Why? What was the reason?
Because
That's
fish
true.
man.
He just wanted to stir the pot. He just wanted to make his. He just wanted to just hear himself talk. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what it sounded like.
Well, it's just to get attention to his fucking article because no one's gonna fucking listen to a fucking dumb dude talk about stupid shit.
Like I said,
That's what the only attention I was gonna get.
like I
'cause he's a
said,
fucking loser.
black is black. It does not matter if you're from fucking America. All right, especially like I said,
Exactly. I mean, somebody brought up in the chat, Dudley. He's British.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean,
He fights like a gentleman.
but still, Balrog has always been there. So for people to say this, it's a bunch of bullshit. It really is. But that's what they do. Virtue signaling. Like I said, Street Fighter 6, I don't like. I think it's a fucking joke. Resident
Yes.
Evil 4.
Why isn't there a Mexican character? I mean, I guess the only
There-
closest thing is T-Hawk.
Yeah.
But
Well,
he's
no,
like,
they got it. They got
native.
a character from Mexico in 6 coming up. It's a female.
oh well, then there you go.
All right.
And like
Why don't
I
they
shit
have
you not, like
a-
I'm looking
Why
at.
don't they have
I'm
a
looking at one
Canadian
of the-
character over there, and he just
No,
chugs
you're
like
just
maple
gonna
syrup?
you're just gonna keep following the national
Yeah.
countries
Yeah.
until you find somebody. Look, I'm like this. T-Hawk, fuck T-Hawk. How about that? That's right, Cody. I don't care about T-Hawk.
Hey, I love T-Hawk, son.
Fuck T-Hawk. All right.
Fucking Condor dive, son.
Fuck
Mexican
T-Hawk.
typhoon.
You try and do
Like
that.
there's a guy on the roster that looks like he looks like Rugal.
I'm
Oh
just-
yeah, I saw that.
I
yeah.
shit you not, man. This guy looks like he's Rugal, but I mean,
I don't know. I think that with this, I thought that
some of the
Resident
character designs look good.
Yeah, they do.
I'll definitely admit that.
they do. Was it? I think
Yeah.
that Resident Evil 4 remake looks good. I think that that's
Nah, they put the. I'm sick and tired of RE4, son. That shit's
Man,
been poured
I
to
was about to
fucking
say.
everything.
it has.
I was about to
Because-
say,
It should have been
there's
fucking
a-
Code Veronica that got remade.
There's a huge mixed
Or
bag
Outbreak.
about people's reaction to RE4.
It
remake.
was. I said on Twitter it should have been Code Veronica or Outbreak. I said that shit right away when I saw Resident Evil 4 remake.
Yeah, I agree with you, but at the same time, you know they're gonna fucking make a lot more money if they just do a fucking Resident Evil 4 remake.
RE4 is the Final Fantasy 7 of the RE franchise.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
I agree. I agree.
I thought Resident Evil 7 was a Resident Evil 7 of
Uh,
the franchise.
Last time I checked, though, there's a lot of people that seem to like Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like I said, I'm gonna wait on RE4 to see more on it before I decide to purchase it.
Yeah, here's the thing. I'm gonna have to get this game anyway because I know they're gonna add some story elements to it and change some shit around.
Okay.
Yeah, they're gonna do that, but you
Because
don't know.
like, what's the point of remaking 4? The game was fine as it is. The
Well-
story was
Well, they
fine
said
as it
no.
is.
They said they're gonna reimagine the story. They're gonna change the story.
Oh, for
Oh
goodness.
my!
Oh, good.
fucking
Maybe you might
God.
not get Chris punching boulders, man.
Yeah, they're gonna
Just
take.
give us Code Veronica and Outbreak, man.
No,
I don't know, why don't they give us Dino Crisis?
yeah,
We're never
well,
gonna get that.
well, they said that. Yeah, RE4 is going to be more horror focused. It just is. So it's yeah.
Well, that's good. At least they're fixing something. I'll say one of the games that I saw on that list. I didn't watch State of Play, but I watched the little trailer for it. But the game Stray, that looks kind of interesting.
Stray looks interesting. I'm interested. Yeah, I mean
That comes out next week.
Yes, to
Have
have
them
a,
in a PC?
Yes.
yes.
Oh, okay.
So,
Then I'll probably get that.
yeah,
I'll probably pick
that-
that
that
up.
I might
have-
get that.
to have
Kitty cat.
to have a stray cat walking around in a in a cyberpunk city is going to be interesting.
So I remember seeing that when they first announced the PS5. I was like, okay, that game looked interesting. I was like, this was back when they first announced PS5. So, I mean, that's good then.
So here's the question: do you just play that little orange cat, or can you
Change.
or
cats.
can you like can you customize your own little cat?
Well, I don't know yet. They haven't shown but so much gameplay. So far,
and
I
it
was
comes out next week too.
yeah.
Because I designed the cat to make it look like mine.
Same here. I'll make it my cat.
Like I said,
Stray.
I think the game's gonna go well. Yeah, I think it's gonna go well for Stray. Also,
I'm waiting for the DLC for Stray to be Kozuma's DLC. You can jump quick cats.
okay. Well, there's still more. And the last game I had on my list, and they're talking about it in the chat, is
Zombie.
Callisto Protocol. It's
Yeah,
ma-
that looks good. That comes out in December. I can't wait.
Now, for those who
Is
do
it-
not know about this game, the original developers from Dead Space are the
Yep.
ones making this game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
they're saying it's a spiritual successor to it, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes,
What? Wait, what game?
The Callisto effect.
That's right.
Protocol. Yeah.
I mean Protocol.
Yes.
yeah, isn't yeah. I thought that was like I'm looking forward to that one because I thought that was the zombie game they fucking showed. So I was somewhat interested in. So I want to get that game, but yeah, I'm hoping it does well because it was a good Dead Space is a fucking great franchise, so I want to see a good game.
All right. Well,
There's some interesting games coming out lately.
Yeah.
And,
Yep.
yeah, I'm definitely gonna try them out.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised. I'm surprised nobody thought about that game, Roller Drome.
Oh,
That one looks interesting too. I thought that one was
Yeah, that shit looks like Tony Hawk Pro Skater with guns.
that's what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, my thing is I can't wait for Final Fantasy.
Yes, I meant to add that Final Fantasy looks amazing. It looks amazing, and I'm interested to see if the Guardian Forces or Summons, the way they interact with each other.
From the looks of it, it seems like the people transform into the summons.
Yeah, we're going to see exactly what happens.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I heard everybody was talking about supposedly the main character supposedly was Squall, but that was just like assumptions.
I wish. That oh my god, that'd have been great. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, this game looks amazing.
What if the game just went woke and then the main character was trans?
Well, we're not going there. All right, we're not going there.
I have faith in Naoki Yoshida since he's the one that's making the game, and I play Final Fantasy 14. I have faith in that developer.
Okay.
If you had considering to get Resident Evil 4, I think it's going to be PS5 only. So if you have PS5, that's the only game you're going to get.
Okay.
Well, unfortunately, I don't have a PS5, and I don't plan on getting one.
Coming out for PC.
It's coming
out for PC.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's just like
you have a PC now.
No,
I don't see myself playing it though.
All right.
I see myself playing it.
Well, let's move on.
If they made a Final Fantasy VIII remake, then yeah, that's a different story. But until then,
nope. They did HD.
All right. Well, let's move on.
I mean, I have it.
But he means like Final Fantasy remake got Final Fantasy 7 got its remake.
Yeah.
Like that. He's talking about like that.
I think personally, I believe 8 should have gotten the remake over 7. Sorry, 7 fans.
I don't know. I think 6 would have got it rather than 7.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's move on. Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy producer Shinji Hashimoto retires after 30 years with Square Enix. You know what?
Oh,
No.
28 years, not 30, but whatever.
Well, okay, well, round of applause for him anyway.
Round of applause.
Yeah.
Dude earned it. He earned his retirement.
Yeah. So,
but boy, that Kingdom Hearts lore.
I mean, maybe it'll make sense.
Confusing as hell.
I mean, maybe it's time he finally leaves it because, like I said, as I said about this before, Tomino, remember Tomino and G-Reco. Like we all know when someone's past their prime, and you're like, all right, dude, maybe you should just take to the just retire.
Okay.
Go out into the sunset.
Go out to the sunset. End on a high note.
All right. Well,
man, I don't need Tomino to retire. I need more Gundams. Damn it.
I mean, he could pass the torch to someone else, but at this point,
they've done pretty good, successful series without him.
But I'm talking about the Kingdom Hearts though. Now
Oh, yeah,
I'm
no.
switching gears back to the original, which is Kingdom
Look.
Hearts. Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make any fucking sense at all. And it's like, dude, it's so convoluted. It's so stupid. They took out the Final Fantasy characters. They took Final Fantasy out of Kingdom Hearts, which is the reason why I wanted to see, because I wanted to see Final Fantasy characters interact with Disney characters. But now it's just all Disney characters.
The problem with
And
that
these
was
random ass
that-
dudes in black hoods.
See, here's the funny. No, here's the funny thing. I wish
I'm doing the most weeb
no.
shit ever.
No, here's the thing. I wish my boy Omega Cairo, Vent knows him because he met him.
Yeah.
He's the Kingdom Hearts
That's okay.
encyclopedia, so he can tell you the story from start to finish. I commend him for fucking trying to put that shit together.
the problem with Kingdom
Imagine
Hearts-
if he did that, but like figured out like cure for cancer or something instead.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's move on. For those who don't know, what do you say?
I was just going to say the problem with Kingdom Hearts is that Disney was the ones telling them we want more involvement with the characters to be from Disney. That's why Final Fantasy Scholars were destroyed. They wanted it to be more focused on Disney. Had big bitches.
All right. Well, let's move on. Sega is making another mini Genesis. This time with Sega CD games.
Model 2.
Yes. Excellent.
And
And
this time it's going to come loaded with 50 games on it.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited for that. The Sega CD games. I mean, please give a Snatcher on there because
Translated.
that's a classic. Yes, translated too, because it needs some sort of domestic release now. At this point, I think it's long past due, and I think there's people that would want it. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's an audience for it. So
Yeah, there is.
bring it.
All right.
Well, supposedly one of the games that that was supposedly mentioned on there is Popful Mails actually on that
It is.
list.
It is.
All right.
I saw it
Sonic
on there.
3D.
All right. Let's move.
Sonic 3D.
It'd be cool if they actually kind of clean up the anime cutscenes in it too.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, let's move on. Nintendo hits YouTube channel with over 500 copyright claims for uploading game music. Gentlemen,
God,
Yep.
okay, do you feel there's a way to rectify this situation?
well, maybe not do it in the first place and use automated fucking copyright claims
That's-
to begin with, and also
Okay.
Japan,
Why don't you
maybe-
just put all your soundtracks on? What does Nintendo put all their soundtracks on Spotify or
Thank
on
you.
YouTube
That's
themselves?
exactly what I was going to say. That's exactly what I was going to say. Put it on
Well, don't you-
Spotify.
Yeah,
Put it on YouTube itself. Like there's YouTube dedicated. Like what was it? Vivo. You know, like Vivo's like their music.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
like,
you-
put that shit on Vivo.
Nintendo sent for the man.
God damn it, dude,
should we send for the
Nintendo.
man? Should we?
Yeah. Yeah.
Should we? Here we go. Send for the man. Here we go.
To be honest, though, the big problem I have is ridiculously stupid with their copyright laws, and they don't understand that does not apply to US or UK law. You can't do that. If it's transformative and it's in your fucking game, we're not the ones fucking gonna pay for the fucking music. Dickheads, we're allowed to use the fucking music in any game. If it's in their game, you are the one who put the license to it. Stop
License.
fucking-
There's the word license.
Got your license.
Yeah, but you also have to kind of look at it too. I mean, it's Nintendo, it's their IP, and they're kind of allowed to say they have a say in what
I just
Can be
don't
done.
I just don't believe in double dipping. Like you bought the game, you know what I mean? Whatever the game is, and then you put it on the YouTube with your game or the music from the game.
On the YouTube.
On
there
the
you go.
YouTube, on the YouTubes, on the interwebs. You put it on there, and then they have the nerve to say, okay, we can either put monetization on it or we can strike it down and kill your channel. I don't
And
believe
this,
it.
is, and this is why I resort to the 7 high seas to get music.
Wow.
I personally do not condone sailing the high seas.
Yeah.
Condone it. Because if they're going to keep this shit going, then I condone the
There's-
7 high seas.
You can also make a case for that when you say, look, you have this stuff, you won't release it to us. So how else are we supposed to get it other than sailing the high seas?
Yep.
like
Go in the
fucking
grand
certain,
line.
yeah, like fucking certain
It's
anime that doesn't want to
okay.
fucking.
To answer some one person's thing in the chat. Yes, they make good games, but it's not the choices they make are not horrible. It's just very
Yes, they are.
it's very shitty that they make it that way
Oh, we got the
because they
box.
know they can.
It doesn't matter. All right. Well, I mean,
But the
no, go
the,
ahead.
the problem is that, as you said, like it's just extremely anti-consumer in a sense.
Yeah.
And I think
Yes.
realistically, I think we need to see a court case to come out with between like at least a game company and a YouTuber or anything like that. So this precedent then gets put up that you can't do this, and also this is actually against uh what's called copyright law, where you have freedom to at least use that music because again, you're not the one purchasing the license for the game
License.
for the music. Yeah, license. But the fact is that you just can't do that because again, you purchase the game, you should be allowed to use it as long as you're not fucking stealing from the game, which you're not. So the music should be their problem to sort out. Like, hey, you're allowed to use this music, and plus, at the end of the day, how about Nintendo actually do a thing called stream free? So then no one had to fucking listen to fucking music anyway to get copyright
Well,
strike.
that's what we were saying. Put it on
Well,
Spotify, and
again,
yeah, put it on a streaming
that,
service, and you don't have to
Yeah,
worry
put it
about it.
on
Nintendo
Spotify,
is just extremely protective of their property.
I mean, like it actually put in their game because, like WWE, for example, they have a system where you don't have to have the licensed music to be in that game, so everything's then just muted. So just do something like that. So then all the music, then if you don't want it for your viewers to listen to, just do it like that.
Well,
Which is a very basic thing.
some games do have streamer options and have a
Yeah,
streamer
that's what I
mode.
mean. Yeah,
They do have
just
it.
do that for all the
Like
games.
I mean, personally, I really wish that Nintendo would take a page from Sega.
Yeah.
Sega loves their fans, and
Mm.
they are totally fine. With
The music
using any
thing.
of all their properties. Just so long as you're
They
not trying to profit off it.
they
Yeah.
actually did. I was about to say, speaking of Sega, they actually put all their soundtracks and everything on Spotify, so it is on there.
Okay.
And I
Yeah.
think on like a Sega YouTube, there's a Sega like a music YouTube channel as well too, I believe. That's actually by Sega. So,
Mm.
but actually by Sega themselves, yeah, they put everything on Spotify, like literally everything, like all
So
these
yeah,
really obscure albums too.
yeah. That's why fuck you, Nintendo. I'm gonna be a Sega pony for life, bitch.
There you go. Fuck you, Nintendo.
All right. Well, let's move on to
But yeah.
our last. Oh, you need something to say? Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying that I mean, I just really wish that Nintendo would just take a page from Sega and just be more lax on the thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well,
Just so long as you're not trying to profit off it.
all right. All right.
That's fine.
All right. Let's move on because we have our last bit of news for the gaming section. Senator Ted Cruz, all right, blames video game. Hey, he blames video games for the Texas shooting. So let's get into this.
Here we go.
Ted Cruz says, in the events of this week's demand that we see where our culture is failing, looking at the broken families, absent fathers, declining church attendance. Yeah, so declining church attendance.
I'm sorry, but what
So-
the fuck does church attendance have to do with this?
You should know by now, God and Guns. You should know.
What I was gonna say, like, what I think he means like that, like morals, like in sense, but which is fucking stupid.
Yeah. Well, let's go on. He still had more to say. He said social media bullying, violent online content, desensitizing. Okay, the act of murder in video games. I'll say that again. Desensitizing the act of murder in video games and
Here we go,
chronic
Jack Thompson.
isolation. Chronic isolation.
Fucking Jack Thompson
Oh,
all
okay.
over again.
You know what
In that
that
case,
sounds
all right.
like?
All right. I got a question for everybody here. All the violent video games that you've played in your lifetime, have you ever had the urge to pick up a gun and go shoot anybody?
No.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Neither have
No.
I.
Now, again, just like I said,
Right.
like, look, I don't know what the end goal is this and why it's. I mean, there's so many things. Are you mean to tell me that? What about those people that are moderators for Facebook or stuff like that? What about people that are moderators for like seeing those are the people that are desensitized to murder. Those are the motherfuckers, the CIA agents that are watching all these like snuff videos and stuff, trying to catch criminals and shit. That shit will fucking erode your mentality way quicker than a fucking video game.
That's part of their job too. Like
Exactly.
they have to investigate this shit.
Well, let
So-
me tell you
And
that.
then be isolated, long periods of isolation. You
Well-
just described the fucking FBI and CIA.
Well, here's the thing: the
Military too. They have to endure that shit too.
Guys, here's another tidbit when it comes to the Texas shooter. The FBI knew he was a problem and never acted on it.
And how many fucking situations does this get brought up? How many fucking times does it get brought up? But instead, we're talking about fucking violence in video games and all this shit. Instead
You
of
know why?
having-
You know why they knew about it is because again, like Dale Gribble said, guns don't kill people. The government does.
Yeah, and again, instead of having an honest
Because
debate,
he was a government patsy.
Well,
No, he's
Anyways.
not. Shut up.
we still hold on. We still have more quotes here. For those who don't know, DPS was DPS chief Stephen McGraw says we haven't gotten to the why motive. All right, we know the
There is no why motive.
Hold on. It says we know.
Yes, there is.
Hold
His
on.
manifesto.
Hold on. It says we know the individual was also into cyber gaming in that regard and group gaming.
Cyber gaming, you're gonna have fucking phone sex and fucking gaming. What the fuck is wrong with fucking people?
Chat.
You're gonna have fucking cyber sex in a game, fucking.
No, this is just them trying to fucking scapegoat again, using video games as the scapegoat. Like again, there's been many studies done, and there's no correlation. End of story.
This is fucking Jack Thompson all over again.
My honest opinion about all this is that they're just trying to hide the fact of you all to have an honest discussion about the whole gun issue, not with even with guns, as the whys, the whats, and the ifs. Because
You know what?
That's the whole point of this whole thing, is to distract you from the actual problem, the actual reasons. Again, like even like all this, now we're getting Biden talking about fucking guns. Let's ban all assault weapons. Let's make it all 21s instead of having an honest discussion and going right.
It's just they just want to go for the knee-jerk reactions.
Well, it seems.
Point fingers.
Well, no, okay. If you hear it, they're all focusing, saying because it's violence. Okay, so you're telling me that inside the Bible doesn't have some pretty graphic, violent shit going on?
Yes, they do.
Daniel, Goliath,
David Goliath, fucking
lion.
Matthew
I know that-
16:26.
The original, what was it in Genesis when
Genesis.
Cain and Abel?
Also known as Mega Drive in Japan.
Yeah, Cain and Abel. His brother smashed his head with a rock. That's pretty damn violent.
Yeah. Also, what's it called?
I mean, if you're gonna go after video games for violence, then you need to go after everything.
They're not going to go. But the thing is, that's not it. I mean, don't attack. I mean, don't attack the Bible.
Yeah.
Don't attack video games. Don't attack any of this. Like, just
somebody in the chat said Austin.
Exactly.
Why don't you just like go to the straight source? Why don't they, look at within themselves? Within it's all corrupt from the inside.
Well, yeah. I mean, let me say that the chat has blown up, and it's hard. It's hard for me to keep up with the comments that are going on with the chat because they're all in unison here when it comes to politics and it comes to what the reason is, but they're going into detail about how both sides are trying to blame video games, which is true.
Yeah.
They're talking about look at the violence in history books, and now they're trying to ban or at least remove some of the things that are in actual history books that you should know. It goes to show you that, of course, they're saying politicians are corrupt. Some people want gun control, real gun control, as opposed to fake gun control in video games.
I personally say when it comes to the gun control stuff, I personally say just pass some common sense laws.
Well, the problem is also even with that you got like gun shows are private where anyone can get a fucking gun there.
Yeah, that's fine. Let people buy guns if they want to buy guns, privately. Then do it.
I mean,
fine.
like it's it's like teenagers are able to get guns there. That's the problem
Okay,
I have.
so what about the mentally,
Yep.
messed up people that
men-
have
the mentally
mental
ill.
issues? Like,
The mentally
why
ill.
why
that's
should they be
the
allowed to
same.
have a gun?
It's the same thing as like mentally ill people. They do like whatever. If there's mentally ill people that aren't well and they're still allowed to buy a car and drive it, and you don't, and then they're like, oh, I'm just gonna go drive this into a crowd of people.
Well, wait a minute.
Or oh, I'm gonna go drive this off a cliff.
I'm all for common sense laws because I don't understand how you can buy an assault rifle or any type of huge fucking gun at 18 years old, but you can't buy a beer at that age. You have to be 21 to buy a beer.
Well, if you want to do it all for 20
That's an interesting take.
fine.
It's-
But it's
And
it's-
just,
also, how did he get those expensive ass guns though?
Yeah,
With
well, we already know that. Yeah, and that's a question altogether as well. Because for a person who was supposed to be poor, and then you know what I mean, and then afterwards was able to buy two of those guns, which
Daniel Defense.
hold on,
Yeah.
which I will say I have one, and it ran me about almost $2,000.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ.
So for him to buy two of them on his birthday is it should be questionable. And there they don't have any background checks where y'all at in Texas. They don't have them.
Well, here's
that's
the thing.
the whole thing. Like, that's the whole thing. Like, okay, so that and this is coming from like they polled a lot of people, and this is coming from like they're saying 80% of Americans throughout the country are for universal background checks, but for some reason the politicians don't want to do that.
Because
that poll could have been taken at fucking UT campus or fucking some
this
college
is
town
like,
that already doesn't like
multiple
guns.
different this is multiple different outlets.
No, they didn't say
throughout
that
the
because they never
country
cited
polling.
where they. Yeah, Poland. You know why Poland has high gun ownership and doesn't have a bunch of fucking gun crimes? It's because they don't have the CIA to orchestrate that shit.
Okay, so let me ask you this: then why is the United States the worst in like gun violence, versus the rest of the fucking world?
well,
Because
because
why?
We
No,
have
I want you
government
to
staging
explain
that
to
shit.
me why.
I already told you why. Government
Again,
stages that shit.
like I would say
If the government states that shit, then the rest of the fucking world would be just as bad as us.
We still
Well,
have,
be surprised all the horrible shit that goes on around us too.
gentlemen. We still have more quotes, but no, go ahead.
We do.
Okay.
Like the only thing I would say is not really a good comparison compared to other countries because, like even in Europe, for one, like knife crime is a big fucking problem, and it's not really guns that is the issue into that. Even though gun crime in the UK, I think it still does happen off and on, but it's not as relevant to today's discussion. So this is what I put my 2 cents out.
Well, here's another quote. Russ Peterson says, "If you work on a video game that uses modern day firearms to shoot other humans, you need to think real hard and look in the mirror tonight." Now, with that, hold on. With that said, Twitter went to task on his ass because they were like, "This you?" They found old tweets of Russ Peterson saying he was skipping work due to the fact that he wanted to play Battlefield all day. Not to mention, he found other tweets of him saying he wanted to play Grand Theft Auto all day as well.
Twitter doing its favorite thing, bringing up old shit. then that's what they did.
Well, he tried to virtue signal pretty much in that case, and they found it. Yeah, they found all the stuff.
Yeah, that's literally like this man is
What you
literally
say,
the
man?
definition of the pot calling the kettle black.
Yeah.
Why's it got to be black?
But
don't you
Why it
start.
gotta be black?
Don't you start.
Okay, well then let's see, cast iron. How's that sound?
Okay. There you go.
Fucking man bad decisions over here.
Stop. So yeah, so they got
Can't it
caught.
be brown?
So are we all in? I think that even with the chat, I think we're all in unison that video game violence is not the problem.
Yep, we're all in agreement.
And now, all right,
It's
well,
not the problem.
it's not the problem. So with that said, we are done our video game segment, and we are on to alternative news. So y'all know what time it is, right?
Man back.
Y'all know what time it is. So
man back.
First bit of news. Japanese man spends $15,700 on a dog costume to fulfill his lifelong dream of transforming himself into an animal.
Oh my God,
Man, I
dude.
saw that costume and holy shit, it looks fucking real.
You know
It
what?
does.
You know what? You should be arrested. Fucking cancel him.
Cancel
Get
him.
Oh,
Yeah.
some people are saying that politicians invest their money in the video game companies. Interesting. Oh, wait, this is a round of applause. Oh, they want a round of applause for alternative news. Round of applause.
No.
But still, man, this guy spent
Vagina
how
woman,
much- what was
yeah,
it,
penis man.
15
He said
grand to make
trans
this.
dog.
Dog.
No, go ahead, Kirsten. Go
There's the
ahead.
magic word.
All
If
right,
you hear the magic word, scream real loud.
all right, y'all ready for the next one?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
A stripper accidentally hired gets naked for her brother's bachelor party.
Oh.
Wow. How do you
Incest-
hire? That's some. Wait, you got to do that. You got to ding ding ding.
Oh, you want me to-
Nah, we need it.
Okay, y'all want it? Here we go. Oh my
Why?
god. Why?
Why?
Well,
Like,
I don't know.
You'd think that that's one situation you don't have in the next fucking family reunion. Fucking Christ. Hey, man, you know that one time I saw my sister stripping? Yeah.
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 Hey man, did you remember that one time my sister stripped at my bachelor party? That was great.
Man, that's some fucking Jamie Lannister shit. Was that Jamie Lannister's fucking like is that who it was?
Yes.
His fucking bachelor party? Man.
He goes, man, that was
All
a
you Game
great
of Thrones
time.
fans out there.
Yeah.
Well, let's
God
move
damn.
on. Don't worry about it, Cody. All right, let's move on. A commuter train kills Florida man who purposely stood on the tracks.
Did he say I'm Iron Man?
No, he did not. He did not.
He
Wait,
stood
wait.
on the tracks and he died.
Wait, they killed off Florida man, so that means we can't do Florida man stuff
Well,
anymore.
hold
They
on.
killed
We
them off.
still have more Florida man. Just because one dies doesn't mean that one other goes away.
Oh my
It's
Yeah,
double
it's
play.
like they're like Hydra. They're like Hydra. You cut off one head, another
Takes its place.
shows
Oh
up.
my God! They're saying all trans dogs matter. I'm done. I am. Oh my God.
No. If you're an animal, you don't have no rights. Get the fuck out.
You're an animal.
Yeah, like I said, Florida man's like Hydra.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, like, how
Cut off
insensitive-
one, two more will take its place.
I would say, are we doing everyday racism in Florida? What the heck? One Florida man
Penis
can.
Florida man rise.
We still have more Florida man news. A man looking for frisbees killed apparently in an alligator attack in the Florida park.
Wait.
God
it was-
damn, dude, another Florida man down. God.
Well,
There
okay,
goes
so he's
two.
probably unfortunate timing at that one. Probably
Today's
like
not a
happened-
good day for Florida man.
No, it's not.
Oh my God.
This meth man turned up, said, "Hey, what are you doing with my fucking frisbee?"
Why are you looking for frisbees anyway?
You know what? I bet anything that was a meth gator.
Yeah.
God damn it, the fucking meth gators.
God bless all the meth gators.
That was probably a damn meth gator.
We need to get
Fucking
some
meth
Oh my God. All right, let's move on. And this is wrong. This is absolutely wrong here. A sperm donor fathered 15 kids without telling the moms he had a genetic IQ disease.
Oh,
God!
Right, you can inherit
That's horrible.
stupid.
What?
Are you telling me you can actually inherit stupid?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Should we?
Well, I mean, yeah, from the sound of it.
Jesus.
Oh God, he done goofed.
Y'all want me to unpack this? Y'all want me to unpack this?
Yeah.
All right, I'll
Yes.
unpack
Yeah,
this.
but let's do it. Let's unpack this thing.
All right, just to make
This might
sure.
be a bit evil from God damn it.
So it says a Facebook sperm donor fathered 15 children. Hold on, let me hit this button real quick so it doesn't play. All right, a Facebook sperm donor fathered 15 children, but never told the mothers he has an inheritable condition that causes learning disabilities. James
That
McDougal.
sounds no different than just broke dudes out here just smashing bitches.
James
I mean, it's no different.
James McDougal, 37, fathered children with lesbian women through private donations advertised on social media, despite knowing he had an incurable Fragile X syndrome, a genetic disorder that leads to low IQ and developmental delay. It says McDougal's identity came out in a family court battle in Derby, United Kingdom. All right.
What?
Yo, neck of the
Damn,
woods.
this is in your neck of the woods, Odin's son.
Oh man.
after,
You know what?
after
Is
he
this me?
after he applied for parental responsibility and child arrangement orders for 4 of his children, even though he originally signed an agreement saying that he didn't want contact with some of his children. The mothers of the children were opposed to the applications.
Um,
Hold on, it says Derby Court Judge Justice Nathalie Levin named McDougal to stop other women from using him as a sperm donor and ruled he should not have any responsibility for the children as it would cause them harm. The judge also forbade McDougal.
What?
Yeah, the judge also forbade McDougal from applying for a court order for the next 3 years due to his lack of insight into his conduct and because it would traumatize the mothers. The court heard from. No, go ahead.
So in other words, he's getting away. He's going, hey, I got away with this. Haha, go fuck yourselves. Pretty much.
Pretty much.
You ain't paying any damages. No
Pretty much.
money to the children.
But there's more.
No.
There's more to this.
There's
All right.
fucking more.
There's more. All right. Was it in a different court? McDougal won a case allowing him to have regular contact with the boy he fathered, who was born in July 2018. The child returned with non-accidental bruises, and Levin adjourned the case. The case until social services could get a report. This goes deep, dude. I'm telling you, this goes really deep.
Wow.
There's talk of sexual comments towards one of the mothers and showering the baby at least twice. He was arrested in June 2020 for attacking her. So So
okay.
this guy is a real piece of shit.
So
He done goofed.
I think I just prefer the title and not the fucking full story. Fucking Christ. But yeah, it's inappropriate. You shouldn't have done that. And coming from someone who's got learning disabilities and shit. No, that's not cool.
No, they're saying I should never pronounce British names. They're right. I should never. They're saying,
British names.
I butcher the shit out of names. I do.
Yeah.
We're deeply sorry for butchering y'all's names.
Yeah, I can't do nothing about. Yeah,
We
sorry.
apologize.
No,
I'm
not sorry.
I have to get better. I do.
See, Ben claims he's British. I don't think he has that license anymore.
Oh my god. And they want Korean Digimon. They want Korean Digimon.
You know what's funny about that? When Doom brought that up, apparently his Twitter feed was nothing but Korean Digimons. His feedback was nothing but Korean Digimon.
but not Korean booty sluts.
No,
exactly,
Korean
right?
Digimon. That's it. Well, we have some more. It says, "Why is life never-ending nightmare?" That's a quote. Customer claims the $1 drink deal at McDonald's was ruined by inflation.
Oh man,
I'm sorry, but have they ever heard of the thing called the value menu back in the day?
Yeah.
Still,
Or the dollar menu is what it used to be?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did used to have a dollar menu.
Like even here, like most
I mean,
of the
that's like being mad nowadays. Like I remember when I could get a burger and a shake and some fries and a hot steak for a nickel. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what it is. Becoming old men.
Over $1 drink. I'm just saying, over $1 drink. The meltdown for $1 drink.
Shit, I remember back in the day when you could get a cheeseburger for like 89 cents, and hell, me and Comet, dude, for $10 we can get like a whole fuck ton of we used to get a whole fuck ton of cheeseburgers. And that was a promo that McDonald's ran.
See, now you're talking about cheeseburgers and things. Now here's a question for everybody, including the chat. Have you ever had the ultimate cheeseburger?
Yeah, from Jack in the Box.
What the
Man,
hell?
bats.
What the hell is the
Yes.
ultimate cheeseburger? What?
You can
Man,
you
bat
can go
burgers?
you can go the extra mile and get the bacon ultimate cheeseburger.
Yeah.
So what the hell is the baconator to y'all then?
Oh, that's just
Baconator's
that's
pretty
just
good.
the,
Fuck
that's
with the
just straight up.
Baconator.
That's just bacon on a bun.
Oh no,
Don't
see,
get me wrong, I don't.
No.
I'm not against it.
no, see, the ultimate cheeseburger is so strong that they made a fucking song out of it.
Oh,
What
come
about
on.
the beast burger?
Let's.
What's this bacon you're talking about? Like way. Like,
But you know what? My heart will always be for the breakfast
It's-
baconator at Wendy's.
The
The
baconator.
what?
It's at Wendy's.
Breakfast baconator.
Oh, you
Yes.
said something else.
Yes. The breakfast baconator.
Well, it seems like everyone is saying they agree with the Jack in the Box comment. The Bacon King from Burger King as well. Yeah, and Arby's as well. They're saying So
How much bacon is on the one from Burger King? Is it a lot or a little? Because from what I understand, over at Wendy's, man, they load that thing down.
8 strips.
hey, PSG fan.
8 strips.
Ooh.
all right, well, let's move 8 strips. God damn. All right, let's move on. All right. Now this is in your neck of the woods, Texas people. A Texas woman becomes pregnant while being pregnant and gives birth to twins.
The
You're
fuck?
pregnant while being pregnant.
Wait, hold on.
Oh,
Wait, what?
So,
wait, repeat that. Repeat
Yeah.
that.
Hold
Oh,
on. Yeah, back.
A Texas
apparently she's pregnant by being pregnant.
okay, because no fucking duh. If you're pregnant, you're already pregnant, and you're gonna give birth because you're pregnant.
Well,
Yeah.
no,
That just sounds like long division.
we're talking. Okay, you can tell we got our guy hats on because
Yeah.
this is one of those things that women actually can go through. So, like I said, a woman becomes pregnant while being already pregnant. It can happen again.
Like,
Oh yeah.
Bullshit! Don't tell me that.
Bullshit.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah, so yeah, no, I believe it. So if they're busy getting it on while she's already pregnant, yeah, I believe that.
so if she had like a massive fucking
Is he
gangbang,
getting
she had
it
like
on?
20 children.
Was any of
No,
you in
I
Texas?
honestly believe that can happen.
Was any of you in Texas 10 months ago?
No.
I mean,
I've been here.
I heard of it. I don't know.
I've been here longer than 10 months ago.
Well, there you go. Congratulations.
Oh, what's up, Blue? Welcome.
Well, we have more news, which is crazy right now. A drunk driver crashes his car, immediately drives to the dealership, and tries to sell it with a missing tire.
Well,
Sounds like something. Sounds like someone on meth would do.
Yep.
sounds
Gotta be
like
Florida,
Damn,
right?
dude.
Gotta be Florida,
You
right?
can't even kick the tire to because there's no tire there.
yeah.
So that person just decided to drive
He
with 3 wheels to a dealership.
see, and that was the thing to avoid the whole no,
Oh,
you're
you
not
can
gonna
get
sell it to some guy that's a tire kicker.
Saying he's a
Just
true
take the
business-
tire, so therefore you don't have to deal with it. Just take it right in the butt.
it's a true businessman.
Yeah, I can only imagine what happened after that. I'd be like, yeah, we can probably give you maybe about $200 for that.
A missing tire.
I'll give nothing.
Now here's one. This is a poll that we had earlier this week. Okay, for those who do not know, Portland's city council votes to give furries the right to defecate and mate in dog parks.
Okay.
What is
Get out.
this? Hold on.
Get the fuck out. Nope.
Where is this
No,
again?
get out, leave, go.
It's in
Where is this?
It's in Portland.
What the
Of
hell
course
is
it's
a
in
furry?
Portland because there are a bunch
Oregon,
of
huh?
fucking degenerates out there, and that's why everyone is moving away from
Oh
Portland.
my god!
Jesus. Portland is a fucking cesspool. It's a fucking awful place. No one wants to fucking live there. Not even the homeless want to live there. They fucking move everywhere else. Fuck
No,
that
they
place.
can stay there. They can stay there. They can stay there.
They can stay there.
I haven't gone through yet. I haven't even given y'all the question yet. Y'all already jumping all over Portland's throat. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
What the Portland
Even
do, y'all?
In the chat, Oh my god! It says send a man after the
Furries are
furries.
not real people.
Hold on, they want me to send a man
Alright.
after the furries. I'm sending a man.
This is what happens. This is what happens when someone takes an itch. They take a fucking file. This is exactly what you get.
Oh,
You
yeah.
get furries getting the abilities to
But
like have public sex.
hold on, let's continue. Let's hear the rest of this shit.
The question
What did I
is,
do?
do you?
Yes,
They better bring
exactly,
bags to pick up their own
Eyeball.
poop.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, let him finish. Then we can continue.
The question is, do you think furries are getting too much leeway in this situation?
Yes.
I think
Yes.
furries get too much.
yes.
Okay, I think furries have too much leeway just leaving the fucking house. But whatever.
Yeah.
No,
What
let
the
me-
hell is a furry?
Oh.
To be honest, if
I
you're
mean,
in
I mean, they're like vegans. They let everyone fucking know they're a furry.
Nah,
No, but then-
Blue asked a good question. He doesn't know what a furry is.
You don't know what a furry is?
He does not
Yeah,
know.
it's good that you don't.
So furries are these people that are into anthropomorphic animal porn. So they make these animals that have human like, they have human like mannerisms, but it's still an animal at the end of the day. Now this crosses a very fine line between a monster girl and a furry because they're not. There's a razor's edge right there. Okay.
Yeah, but
So here's the thing.
They're
So
saying
furries are fucking weirdos because they will more than likely, now it is unproven, but they will more than likely fuck an animal.
well,
I'm just gonna say, if you wear a fursuit and I see you, I'm gonna come.
well,
Please.
the chat has
Yeah,
said
they're
we
sexual degenerates.
the chat
Yeah.
sexual deviants, yes. The chat is saying we need guns for furries, protect our pets against trans dogs.
Oh god!
Oh my God.
Like everything else, all furries matter, yeah. You gotta protect the furries.
No, none of them matter.
Damn, he said
fuck
none
are
of them matter.
None of them matter. Look,
Oh, that's funny.
Well,
I say we pin all that shit that all these politicians want to blame all the violence on and video games. Let's pin it all on furries
Well,
instead. That's where it comes from.
But you don't want issues with the FAM Association, Furries Against America. You don't want that.
Now hold on.
But hold on. Before we continue, what is the percentage of this poll?
Okay,
Please.
the poll
Yeah.
the
Let's see
poll
the
was-
percentage of
69%.
this poll.
the poll was slightly skewed. The poll was slightly skewed because people actually didn't read the question all the way. They read it wrong and voted a certain way by accident. So
It's called reading the fucking question before doing something. Idiot.
furries are getting too much leeway. 95% said yes. 5% said no. Now, before anything, I have to ask, when it comes to Portland, who let a furry, go to city council with this issue? That's the question I have.
Another furry.
That's
They
because
got it passed, right? It passed,
Yes.
right?
Yes,
So here's the thing.
But you
Here's the
had
thing.
to bring
Someone
it
in
to
city
them.
council, they just want to be so accommodating and not hurt anyone's feelings and want to make everyone feel all inclusive and dumb and fucking bullshit just so someone doesn't feel all bummed out, I guess. They just passed it. It's like, no, these fucking people are God.
Disgusting human beings.
Yeah, exactly. Same with Portland.
All Portland matters, yeah.
Gosh, yeah, Portland.
Yeah.
Well,
I remember when they first started pumping their own gas.
Ooh.
Did you ever see the photos of people, when they would come up to the pump, because it became self-service?
Yeah, they didn't know.
Still like that in New Jersey.
Yes, it is. It's still it's
now
still
they're
in New
pumping
Jersey.
something else.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Now they're
That's
pumping
very true.
something.
So let's move on from our furry. Oh no, you got something to say?
Well, yeah, I got something to say. It's
Go
just
ahead.
a piece of health.
Go ahead.
Cancel all of them.
Cancel. Okay. Let's move
Cancel all
on
furries.
to our next our next one. A suburban Philadelphia man charged with the January 2021 riot at the U.S. Capitol after he was turned in by his ex-girlfriend after reportedly after reportedly insulting her intelligence for not believing the election has been stolen. He pleaded guilty on a felony count.
So,
Oh boy.
So
Basically, she was a fucking narc. She's a fucking god damn.
No, I'm okay with that.
Jeez.
I'm okay
Now,
with
my
that.
God.
If
Yeah,
you-
of course you'd
Anybody
be
that was
okay with
there,
that. 'Cause you're a fucking narc.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
you're goddamn right.
Let's
See,
call a
exactly.
spade. Let's just call a
That's rule
spade a
number
spade.
one. That's
She wouldn't have
rule
turned him
number
in.
one.
He wouldn't have turned him in if his penis was adequate. So she really didn't
Well,
have.
no. Well, he insulted
No.
her intelligence. So I think that's the
He
big
just-
thing.
Well, maybe she wouldn't. Maybe she wouldn't. You know, spouting off stupid woman shit. Maybe she.
Oh my God.
Oh my
Oh
god!
my god.
Well-
maybe she learned the thing.
Were you there? Were you there, Comic? Because if that's the case, I have my obligation to turn you in.
Well, oh.
Oh my god.
Well, the
I
chat
think
the
it's
chat
all
is
tonight.
saying the chat agrees with a red comment. They're saying narc. They're saying
Narc, exactly.
Call the
Say
police.
narc. You don't narc. That's rule number one. You don't fucking narc, dude.
He's a cop.
I mean, even the cop that's a cop wouldn't narc.
Wait a minute. Hold
He
on.
said-
Hold
He said
on.
it. He
Uh,
said it.
Yeah,
there we go.
She sent the man after him.
Cops are the biggest narcs that you can ever come across.
You don't
Yeah, but
grasp.
the thing I noticed though is that when another cop does another cop wrong, like they actually do get fired.
Absolutely.
Well,
Yeah.
they're saying
God damn.
snitch. They're saying snitches being revealed. So there you go.
That's so.
Like,
God
what
damn.
so I just don't understand the stupidity of that, all of that, man. Just why?
Fucking, we got trans dogs. We got fucking.
Grassing.
Imagine taking your dog for a walk in the morning, and the first thing you
Furries
see
being
is some
dumb.
furry taking a shit in the park, looking you in the eye.
You know, all this shit wouldn't happen if we had Chris Benoit.
Yeah.
Jesus, my God.
That one, here we go. It's
You know what?
No, you know what? No, we just need Randy Orton to go on and just RKO everybody.
Nah, you know who would not be a narc or a snitch? No.
Don't say it.
Don't you say it.
Man,
I know
bad.
he's thinking about.
No.
No, I know who he wants to say. Don't
You
you,
know
say
who-
it. I know who
you know-
you know.
Oh,
You know who
no.
it
Do all these
is.
things.
Rick Diaz.
You know-
Rick
Rick
Diaz.
God damn it.
Rick fucking Diaz said he'll never do this shit. He's for the people.
Actually, he's right though.
He will-
Rick
Rick
Diaz
Diaz-
would never narc.
Exactly. He will keep a secret. He got your back. He is your man.
Oh
Rick Diaz.
God.
Rick Diaz, son. Rick fucking Diaz. I'm sorry. I couldn't hold it in. We almost made it without an episode without Rick Diaz.
No, we didn't do
Rick
it.
Diaz
We
has
didn't.
so many responsibilities that he doesn't know about. It's amazing.
Yes. Yes. Even he supports Korean Digimons.
He supports trans dogs.
And meth gators. And meth gators.
God, dude.
Somebody said the secret word.
Yeah, right.
Fucking Rick Diaz, son. We cannot leave him out of the podcast. He is our true sponsor.
Well, we still
No.
have news. We still have news. Florida man. Oh my God. Here we go. Florida man. I just can't do it. Florida man. Oh my God. Florida man throws coffee, punches 76-year-old who made him wait.
Oh,
What
what,
the fuck?
You know what?
Details here.
Come on, Florida man.
I
You
don't
don't
know.
attack. You don't attack the elderly or children.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you don't. Yeah, leave the fucking elderly alone. Like
I
they
know,
can't.
right?
They can't fight back.
Exactly. Fucking Florida man.
Well-
So fucked up.
No, that's kind of wrong. An old man could beat the shit out of a fucking 20-year-old. They could.
Well, I want to see that then.
All right. Well, here's some really
Yeah.
fucked up news. You know what? I'm not to hit the sound on this one. Florida woman.
All
Florida woman almost bites man's penis off while giving him oral sex in a car, causing him to hit a FedEx truck.
What the fuck?
Damn.
Why did she bite his dick? You fucking crazy bitch. Why did you fucking bite his dick?
Well, no, okay, no, it's even worse, dude. Think about this. Okay, so as soon as like she did that and he collided into that FedEx vehicle, yeah, I'm pretty sure the view down there ain't looking so good either.
Dude,
Was she-
I could just
was she
imagine
vegan?
when the airbag goes off and her head's still down there. Dude,
I'm almost
I'm
certain
just
like
saying.
her head looks like a watermelon splattered.
Somebody in the chat said the road head came with some road rash.
Why
What's
does
up,
it have-
road rash?
No, this is worse
Head
than
game
that,
too
dude.
strong. Okay, first of all, did she bite down with her teeth? Because I'm assuming Florida woman has no teeth because of all the meth.
That's a
Ooh,
good
he
question.
went there. He went there.
That's a good question.
Well, I think so. I think she had all her teeth intact if she bit him. I'm just saying she wasn't gumming it. So I mean,
She wasn't gumming it.
As someone said in
Yeah.
the chat, that got to be some powerful ass blowjob.
I was about to say, Florida woman with no teeth sounds like she
Well,
gave a mean
after
blowjob.
the accident, I'm
Oh my
pretty sure she
God.
bit off more than she could chew.
Oh, well, let's move
Smell
on.
like meat.
But here's the other better question. What was the reaction of the firemen that showed up there to help them?
It's Florida. It's nothing they haven't seen. So they probably was like,
They're
put it
probably
in
like,
a
oh,
bag
this
of-
again? God damn it.
They put it in a bag of ice and then sent him on his way. That's pretty much what they
Put it
did.
in
Yeah,
a bag.
probably. They're probably like, oh, this shit again? Come on, Jeff. Let's go ahead and just get this over with.
Fucking Jeff Rosa.
All right, well, let's move
Good
on.
God.
Let's move on. The Colorado police arrest Florida man who owns 65 dogs and rescued in Keok.
Why the fuck?
What is
did he-
Florida man
What's
doing in
what's that
Colorado?
woman, yeah, doing out of his environment.
Was that
What
a
is
furry
Colorado
traffic-
police doing in Florida man's territory?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
where did this
furry
take place?
trafficking ring?
Florida man should get revenge on his Colorado man.
He really should.
He should have. How dare he?
What?
Remember the key words that event said. Florida man was rescuing dogs in Colorado.
Yeah,
It was
see?
a-
he was saying a message.
You know what it
Become-
was, right? It was
No.
a furry trafficking
Hold
ring.
on, hold on.
Oh, God.
He owns
Damn it.
he owns 65 dogs that they rescued. Not that he that he
That's a
rescued.
furry orgy.
Oh my
God
God.
damn it.
Oh my God.
Man, I'm gonna be sick. Oh. God damn it.
And
You
here's
should have never told me that shit.
You ask and you shall receive.
Florida man was out of his environment. What's he doing?
Out of his jurisdiction.
Yeah.
well, let,
Colorado man versus Florida man. The next chapter.
well,
What if he was training those dogs to go after the meth gator man though?
well,
See?
All meth matters.
well, let's move on. And this is interesting. Florida man somehow drives a Ford Mustang up a power pole.
I know a woman that
drives
could do
it.
I
that.
mean, that sounds about
Powerful.
right. Mustangs, if you've ever watched any of those videos where like there's a crowd and people are doing burnouts, it's always a Mustang that loses control and wrecks, either crashes into the crowd, crashes into a pole, crashes into something, or into another car, a parked car. It's always a Mustang.
You read
It is always a
You read
Mustang.
that shit
So I am
down.
What
not
do you have
surprised.
against American cars?
About this Mustang thing, Ray. Was the person getting a blowjob in this Mustang too? Did that
No.
No,
Mustang?
because these motherfuckers cannot
no.
get pussy because they're so fucking dumb. Oh my
Jesus
God,
Christ.
dude. No, seriously. I guarantee there's a stereotype, and it is Mustang drivers do not know how to fucking drive, and somehow they will fuck up whenever they try to show off. They always crash into someone or something.
They
And
don't
it
do-
is, and Mustangs always have, and every time they show a meme, it's always a Mustang showing it's hungry for a crowd, like it's hunting for crowds and shit.
Oh my goodness.
It's always a Mustang.
Oh my fucking God.
He said hungry for a crowd.
And Mustangs, yeah, with automatic transmissions.
Automatic.
Ban Mustangs with fully automatic transmissions.
Perfect picture right there.
All,
Fucking
all
drifting.
transmissions matter, yo.
Oh, he
All
went drift
transmissions
and he
matter.
just lost
Look,
control
see the
because he's
GIF.
an
Yeah,
idiot.
look at the GIF. Mustang. It's always a Mustang. Even that. See that GIF right there? I'm telling you.
He's fucking drifting. He's like, he can't do it.
Like the Minister D music with that.
Okay, so what's going on right now is we have a Discord going right now, and Ben decided to post a GIF of a Mustang drifting and then just completely botching it, jumping the curb right into a crowd.
Fucking Christ.
Oh my god. So yes, every time you see a Mustang, you already know it's looking for a crowd to eat.
Unless it's a V6 trying to be a V8.
No, even V6 will fuck it up too.
Oh no, I'm not saying it can't.
God damn it! I
Fuck.
can't.
Well, we have more
But
news.
anyone driving a V6 like a V8 is just a poser.
Mustang control now. Yes. We need Mustang control. Background checks. Oh god.
Part of the question there. Are you gonna drive your car like an idiot?
Okay.
No. Yes.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Okay, well,
Yes.
Trans Mustangs matter.
God damn
All
it, man!
trans matter. All trans matter.
Transmission.
Well, what if
Oh,
the
man.
Mustang
The
transitions
ultimate
to a
cheeseburger song.
in,
Yes.
I'm very hungry now.
well, in more news,
Okay.
a Florida man knew how to defeat hurricanes, and we still haven't listened.
What?
Well,
The fuck?
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Repeat that headline again.
A Florida man knew how to defeat hurricanes, and we still haven't listened.
Oh shit.
Is it by
God
throwing
damn it,
punches?
dude. Did we probably really fucked up, dude. God damn it.
yeah.
Florida man knows what's up,
They're
dude.
saying hashtag justice for Mustangs. Hashtag
No, hold
trans
on.
Mustangs matter. Trans
hold on.
Mustang
Did Florida man stop this hurricane with a crossbow shot?
No, of
Wait,
course
No,
not.
with an upper.
They're saying Mustang control now. Hashtag.
Because if the cheetah men can shoot hurricanes with fucking crossbows and shit, I guess that's what you learned.
Okay,
That's
so
what we're doing, man.
all right. So how did the Florida man know the way to beat
Okay.
hurricanes?
Ready? So it says
Google,
residents inspect extreme receding water in Tampa Bay ahead of Hurricane Irma on September of 2017 in Tampa, Florida. Hurricane Irma made landfall to Florida Keys Category 8 storm on Sunday, lashing the state within 130-mile-an-hour winds as it moved to the coast. Right? It says a Tampa resident, John and Daniel Red, share kids. Okay, that was just on their thing. That's not a big deal. Let's go to. So it says, as we enter another hurricane season in Florida, it's a good time to resurface a clip from years ago when a Florida man gave some common sense advice on how to combat these vicious storms. It says, how about we bust some ice cubes? So, because that's what it actually says here about busting ice cubes. So, Florida man knew how to defeat it. And technically, it's just a bunch of jibber jabber. He's not even saying anything. It's really not. I mean, I'm looking at the article, and it's nothing. It's really nothing. It's just talking about how he has a scientific method to it, but it doesn't explain the scientific method.
Well, obviously, because he wants people to sit down and actually take it seriously. He's going to spout this out and he's going to say it, and then they're not going to properly credit him. That man's smart. No, I agree with you.
Well, first of all, Florida man being smart is an oxymoron. So
Yeah.
I'm not about to believe that.
This reminds me of that South Park episode where they said how to defeat the fucking volcano was just stay under it. It's just a standstill.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, fucking Christ.
All right, let's move
People
on.
today.
Let's move on. A Florida man was.
God damn it, the chat right now, dude. All I heard was busting ice cubes, and all I can think of is Eskimos fucking.
Eskimos fucking. That's how Eskimos like saying, man.
Is that on the hub?
Busting ice cubes.
So I guess.
Oh my god!
I guess they don't bump others; they bust ice cubes.
Please tell me that's on the hub.
Well, I've seen Eskimos in real life. I mean,
so you seen it on the hub?
I didn't ask her to bust ice cubes because my girlfriend was with me.
But if she wasn't with her, you would have, right?
I mean,
you know who has seen Eskimos busting ice cubes?
Oh.
Oh no!
Oh man, what?
It's outlawed over there. That's only in Portland.
It's only in Portland.
Say Portland.
What's the answer, Blue?
It's Sperry's.
God.
You didn't get that. You didn't get that. It's Sperry's.
Oh God!
Furries have seen it all, baby.
Let's
Jesus, a furry, goddamn.
let's
I'm
move
telling
on.
you, that's a whole nother market that I think we need to explore.
No,
The
no, we
furry.
don't. No, no, no,
No.
no, no,
No. Oh, yeah. I think that's the market we don't want to go with.
They said.
Talk about an icebreaker. All right.
Yeah, talk about an icebreaker. Eskimo pussy for hot summers. I'm done.
You see, we are killing the chat. Nine Ball's just dying of laughter with his
He's
emotes.
just laughing. Yeah. Let's move on. All right.
I guess that
Florida
would give a
man.
whole new meaning to Netflix and chill.
Oh my god!
Because of you, Joe, I'm canceling my subscription. Thank you very much.
It's
All right,
chill,
then.
chill or be chilled. Is that where we're going now?
You gotta do it. You gotta do it to me, goddammit.
Let's move on. A Florida man has been arrested over 22K in citations issued over balloon pollution in a Miami proposal party.
How the fuck you
Balloon pollution.
Balloon pollution.
Balloon pollution.
What's next? What's
This
next?
is what I just heard.
Pollution of what?
Did the balloons had shit in them? I don't know.
No,
Helium?
it's
I'm
yeah. Well,
confused.
that's yeah. It's y'all want me to y'all want me to
Yeah.
unpack this? Okay, here we go.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Please, man, let's hear it.
All right,
Yes,
This
please.
is where a bunch of furries pissed in it, and that's where the balloons come from.
all right.
Balloon pollution.
Here we go.
Okay.
A man was arrested and 9 citations were issued to several people after an engagement proposal party on a yacht that ended with deflated balloons polluting the Biscayne Bay.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh.
All right. That's
David-
kind of normal, actually. That's a normal story.
We got our legit answer.
Yeah, you did. Yo,
Well,
okay. I guess I don't need to keep going, I guess.
Nah, that's normal.
So, are
You
we
sure it was
blaming...
Florida? That was normal.
Yeah.
That was very normal. Okay.
Okay, well, here's one that's not normal, but then again, it's Florida, so.
God damn it.
I was smoking my meth pipe. All right. Florida man totals tractor trailer during delivery to public shopping center.
Okay.
Y'all need me to re-say that again?
Yes.
I think Florida
Yes.
needs Jesus. Jesus Christ.
It says, I was smoking my meth pipe. And that's a quote. Florida man totals tractor trailer during delivery to public shopping center.
Why?
You mean to tell me he couldn't wait until he parked his truck and then, take a hit off his meth pipe?
Apparently
Meth
not.
addiction is strong, dude. I
A
guess.
tractor trailer goes like 10 miles an hour. Like they had
What
time to
the
get out of the
fuck?
way.
He just couldn't wait, huh?
No, he couldn't.
It was a tractor. The fuck?
The
You
meth-
bring a fucking tractor to a fucking shopping mall.
That's premium. That's some premium meth right there.
I've been
man.
telling you.
I know, right?
Florida and meth
God
go
damn.
together, man. They just do.
Walter White
Just-
shit.
Man could just not wait a few more seconds until he parked his trailer.
Well, there you go.
Oh, it's trailer. Okay.
So
They said smoking meth is like sex. You can't wait. You gotta do it. You gotta get it
Damn.
going.
All right. Well,
At times like this, man, where is Walter Moncado when you
No, where is Chris Benoit? Fucking god.
Well, let's keep going. All right. For those who don't know, all right, our next one is like someone had punched a hole in my chest. Florida man survives.
Yeah, that's exactly
Hold on.
how I feel right now.
Hold on. It says Florida man survives exploding heart.
what?
Whoa, shit.
wait, what? Holy shit.
Yeah,
Whoa.
he
Did
survived.
somebody do the ping my exploding heart trick?
I was about to say the fucking Kenshiro in his ass. God damn.
And
He must have took-
how did he survive? Like, I mean,
He
It
must
just
have took more than
exploded?
3 steps.
I know, right? What the fuck?
well,
Oh my
Like,
god.
I mean, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think that one's got. There's no jokes I can fucking make on that. Fuck. Christ.
Yeah, I got nothing on that one either. Like, I was
Okay.
like, I'm more like stunned by that. It's like homeboy's
Yeah.
heart exploded and he somehow miraculously survived.
Yeah,
Kaboom.
he did. And they said what happens with an acute aortic dissection is that your aorta splits open. It was like someone had punched a hole in my chest and squeezing my heart.
Yeah.
He
Wow.
must have got a divorce.
Yeah. Oh, he decided he wanted his son was a fairy, and then that's what happened.
No, we're not going there.
I don't know, man. Like that's wild.
I'm going there.
Like he must have been really close to the hospital if he was able to survive that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And our last
It's
bit of news, which I'm sure y'all gonna have something to talk about here. Florida man is missing a $200,000 watch collection after going home with a woman he had met at a nightclub.
Well, you're a fucking idiot. Come on.
Well, there goes
I
the
mean-
answer. A gold digger.
I know where it's at.
If the guy had all of them out in the open, then
Yeah.
surprise.
God damn it.
Man,
And that
like, how many orgasms you have to be knocked out while a woman removes a $200,000 watch collection from your?
You probably
your house.
roofied him.
Hold up. Like you gotta like
She
like,
probably
you
roofied
got-
the guy.
put him asleep. She put it on him. Like,
He gave him that furry
really?
sex.
Like,
Furry.
what the fuck? He said the furries. God damn it,
Man, okay. On top of that, I've heard a weird
Oh my
story
god! I
too
finally
that
got it. God damn it, Blue. It's ridiculous.
well, let's move on to our weekly pick, shall we? Who wants to go first?
Well, I think Blue should go first and tell us exactly what's on his mind.
Well, we already know what's on his mind.
His weekly pick is furry sex.
Yeah.
What's on my mind is how to search something, then delete the cache and the cookies so people won't find out. Because this furry sex thing is unbelievable.
He said,
And I feel, and the doctoral student in me wants to do the research so I can know what I'm talking about when I present it to Congress. That's all I got.
Who wants to go first? Who wants to go?
That was him. He went first.
Well, okay,
His
who wants to
weekly
go?
pick was furry
Furry
porn.
sex, okay. Furry porn. He's recommending furry
Don't let Wing
porn.
Zero go last. Wing Zero go.
No, I'm going last. Nope.
No,
Next.
no, too late.
No, I already
late.
said I'm going last.
No.
Event, you go.
Y'all want me to go? Okay, I'll go.
Yeah.
I would recommend The Boys season 3. Let me
I
tell
heard
you.
about it. I heard about it.
Let me tell you just how fucked up this season is. Okay.
I wish I can watch it.
Trust me, I don't think you'd want to watch the first episode because you'll be like, "What the fuck?" Because it's really it. Dare I say, I don't want to give it away because the shock value. Yeah, I won't give it away. The shock value is too much. It's too much.
You see that death battle between Homelander and
Yeah, so Omni-Man fucking wrecked his
Omni-Man.
ass. Yep.
yeah.
But no, this season outside of episode 1, sex scene has been really good. Homelander has a lot
You guys know
to
what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's pretty bad to watch. But was it? It's edgy just to be edgy. But Homelander, the way they've made the character, the way he has evolution of just not caring, actually
he's peak narcissist.
yeah, and it's going to show in this season. It's showing very good promise right now, and if anyone gets a chance to watch it, I would say go ahead. Do not listen to the critics. Do not listen to Twitter because a lot of them are like it's woke garbage. No, it's not. No, it's
Oh
not.
boy.
They're like, oh,
Okay.
it's conservative values. No, just watch it for what it is. You will understand why Homelander is doing what Homelander does. So it's really interesting to see how he has turned, dare I say, a new leaf of not caring. Because I didn't think he can get any worse with not caring, but he has. So it's really interesting to see. That's my recommendation, The Boys Season 3.
Wow. That's pretty cool. I mean, I've been wanting to, kind of get into that series. So I
It's
think
a
it's
good
something
series. It's
I'm
good.
gonna have to pick up. Yeah, absolutely. I guess I'll go next then.
Okay. Good.
So I guess for me, I'm gonna actually do uh, Horizon Zero Dawn again. So I played it the first time on PS4, and I never actually got to finish it, and I never got any of the DLC. So I decided to get it on PC. Now that's finally on PC. So as y'all know, I have a
Yep.
very specced out
The
PC.
Mega Drive.
So I wanted to put it on. I was like, let's see what this looks like. It looks like a completely different fucking game now. When you max out everything, and I was looking at the VRAM slider, it says I'm using 6 GB of 24 GB of VRAM. So I couldn't even max it. I couldn't even max out my video card on it. Anyways, long story short, I'm enjoying the game now. Again, it's just as great as I remember it. I just wonder when they're gonna bring Horizon Zero Dawn 2,
You mean
the second one, to
Forbidden was it Forbidden West, is it?
Forbidden West.
Yes,
Yeah, and I
Forbidden
wonder
West.
when they're gonna bring that to PC,
Okay.
because that way I can enjoy the series.
I
Because
have
honestly, I don't have a PS5 to play Horizon Zero Dawn. My PS4 has honestly just I don't even use it anymore.
I,
I really
I
don't.
I have Zero Dawn. I haven't played it yet for the PS4. I do have it in my backlog
It's
though.
a good game. It's a good
Oh
game.
god, it's really good.
All right. Who wants to go next?
Ring Zero.
No, I'm last.
Who says you can last?
Let's see. I'm trying to think. I guess it would have to be a small anime series that's kind of still ongoing. It's called Girls in Panzer. It's a
Okay.
fun little anime about it's like they use like old World War II tanks, era tanks, and they use it for like in competition. And it's a nice homage to like the history of all the vehicles used in the show. And being as Memorial Day just happened and everything, like Girls in Panzer it's a fun show. It's a really fun show to watch. And it's still a little bit of an ongoing thing. They're working on a couple more movies for it, and then I think they'll finish it out. And I could just say just like one other series besides Girls in Panzer, Strike Witches.
All right. Well,
I still
If you ever get a
classic.
the
chance,
chat is
Strike
saying
Witches actually is another fun one.
the chat is saying Girls of Panda is great. They're saying it in chat.
No, it really is. It is really really great. But yeah, definitely give those two a watch if you haven't seen it. Yeah, so you have Strike Witches and Girls in Panzer.
All right. Who's next?
So I just saw a headline real quick. That's kind of funny. That should have went in. Texas restaurant is slammed for using photos of Caitlyn Jenner before and after her transition on bathroom
Oh,
doors.
that's just wrong.
Oh,
That's just wrong.
Wow.
That's just nasty. That's just nasty.
Oh,
That's
boy.
And
that's
it shows
nasty to be
men's.
nasty.
It shows men's as Bruce Jenner, and then after that, and then it goes
Oh,
to
That's
That's a
wrong.
fucking- and
That
for
is
women's, it shows
wrong.
Caitlyn Jenner.
That is being nasty just to be nasty.
All
That's what that
bathrooms
is.
matter.
Oh,
All
jeez.
bathrooms
Great.
matter.
All
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 bathrooms
the
matter.
bathrooms.
that is nasty just to be nasty. There's no reason for that. There's no. Be nice. Be nice. All right.
No, we're not being nice.
Who's
Well,
next?
Ben, it's your
No,
turn.
It's your turn.
Yeah, it's your turn, Ben.
Mine is going to be two. One, fuck you, Hammerhead, the Galaxy Lost, you piece of shit. And the second one is Black Clover because it's a good anime. So, yeah, that's it. Next.
Okay, he didn't go. He didn't go on
That's
any
so sweet,
description.
huh?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he just okay. Go ahead, Mr. Wing Zero. Go ahead.
Well, my weekly pick is wrestling.
It's what?
Wrestling.
Wrestling. Wrestling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wrestling, or
What?
wrestle,
What wrestling?
or-
You're just saying wrestling. What wrestling?
Rustling.
Stardom. But there's one pay-per-view
What are we
in
wrestling?
particular that people should watch. This year's Cinderella tournament.
Okay.
That shit was hype. I gotta see the final part of Cinderella tournament, but the first part of it, I love the opening ceremony. It brings the hype. It's
Do they play
way-
24 Cinderella?
No.
I don't know,
I
man.
know where you're
I'm kinda
It's
that,
Dennis Lost.
I
Sleeping
know where
Beauty.
you're going with that. I get where you was going with that, but no. It's pretty much alright. Think of WWE's Money in the Bank in a
Okay.
way, but with more prestige. So pretty much the winner of the Cinderella tournament gets a wish. It can be for any fucking title.
Dude, no, I was gonna say like, do they? Yeah.
No, that's legit. That's the whole the premise of the Cinderella tournament. If whoever wins gets their wish, it can be for any title.
Oh, okay. You're saying their
Oh,
wish.
I
I'm thinking. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Ooh,
Didn't they just call it the Make-A-Wish match? I don't know.
No, you no. Here's the
Call
thing.
them Make-A-Wish match.
Nah, you really gotta put honestly, you really gotta put. You really gotta put some.
He just-
You really gotta put some.
He-
Hold on. nah.
He really just disrespected the Make-A-Wish Foundation on that one. Damn.
Nah,
John Cena's gonna
but
whip
here's the
your
thing
ass.
though. Here's the thing. You really gotta put respect to Stardom. Though,
I don't know how he could do it because I wouldn't be able to see him.
Nah, but here's the thing. Like you gotta put some respect to Stardom because those are the best Joshi wrestlers. Way better than what you see in fucking WWE.
Joe shit wrestlers.
No, in Japan they're known as Joshis. Women's Japan wrestlers.
Juicy?
Juicy.
Joshi.
Juicy. Oh,
man.
He said juicy.
Nah, if you like I said,
I'm
if
sure
you
they are
really,
juicy. I'm sure they are. I'm sure they
Well,
are.
if you're gonna talk about wrestling, then I'll just throw one more in there, for a good anime. Want to be the strongest in the world?
yes,
There
that
you
is
go.
also a good anime. But nah, like y'all should give Stardom a watch. It's one of the best women's wrestling out there.
It sounds juicy.
Like
Is
Definitely.
there a
Indeed.
world championship furry title?
Oh,
no.
God damn it.
All right.
Oh.
I think we're done
all
here.
jokes aside, though. All jokes aside, I'm being serious. Y'all should give this a watch. If y'all want some good action, watch Stardom, especially when it comes to women's wrestling. You're not
You
gonna
know
get what WWE is giving you. No, that shit is trash.
You know what? WWF should change their name to the World
If only
Wrestling
I could get back into wrestling, but I can't.
All right. Well,
All I'm saying is, like, for those that like wrestling, watch Stardom, and especially watch this year's Cinderella tournament. You're gonna enjoy it.
all right. With that said, it's that
Actually-
time to go, gentlemen.
I just got one little thing to say. Fuck you, England. Haha, you lost. Wales gone through, bitch.
England, that's your neck of the woods.
I'm not in England. Wales, you racist.
No, wait.
You're my neck of the woods, motherfucker.
He's in Africa, you racist bastard. He's in
It's-
Africa.
That's brilliant, man.
He's in Africa.
It is time to go, gentlemen. We have been at this for a long time. It's time to go, so y'all know what that means. It's time to pack it up. I want to thank everybody who stayed here and say they're saying good stream. Thank you. I want to say to the chat, really came out. Y'all are the MVP as usual. And I want to thank all my hosts here, my guests here, you know what I mean, for sitting with me and doing this every 2 weeks and having fun with me. I can't thank y'all enough. I also want to thank all the fans that have been here from day one. The first listeners, the last listeners, doesn't matter. With that said, I want to thank all y'all once again. With that said, y'all be safe and take care of each other. And we are out.
Take care, everybody. Have a good one.
Laters.